just feel like, you know what, just give up now, boy. You know what I mean?
If you look at the comments, right? Big up Syndicate Studios.
That's my brother, man.
If you look at the comments, on the YouTube channel, right? On my YouTube channel, a lot of people reach out to me, bro, and say the same thing when you say that. They say it's the go-to song. Anytime the song, I thought a girl particular sent my video this week singing this song now, and she say every morning as a ritual, that the first song she listens to.
Yeah. Big up my
brother. You know what I mean? to see music catch people and infectious like that, bro.
And music.
That is a good one.
That music have no expiration date. It has shelf music. I being real with you.
Yeah.
It has shelf music. It has music, fast food music. You understand what I'm saying? And then it have long-term longevity in music. You understand what I'm saying? Why will call how to put it? I don't want to say legendary, but like, you know, the old school have that. You hear it now. The classics. It have a classic vibe because it's relatable from now till we children get big and we children get big. You dig what I'm saying? And the reality is, bro, that man not really focusing on that no more now, boy. Real men straight to the hype and the trending. You know, we could go all directions. You understand? But
about Bad Man tune we could sing. Come now, man. Who could sing more Bad Man?
You understand what I'm saying? You dig? But in this kind of time, that is the music that's necessary, bro. No love vibes, good vibes, thing that people could relate to, you know, within their being, within their self, and sit down and really meditate. And I tell you, the song just correct, Dan. Like, I'm talking about it and I can feel it in my spirit now, but the song just correct, Dan.
So, I'm going to tell you something, and I'm going to be honest with you. That song ain't reached the full potential yet. That song was only about, what, 2 months? 2 months and something, about 3 months now, right? It ain't reached the full potential yet, right? Just today on radio, a woman messaged me. I did a little interview with Tempo now, and I give them the little background behind it. And she said, when she hear the background behind it, she appreciate the song on a whole different level. A whole different level now. A girl messaged me some time ago. Her brother got killed now, murdered now. She said, when she hear the song, she just cry. Look, bass, I waited, we waited on bass sticking in our ground, bass, boy. Bass. Let me see if I can pull him up here.
Like bass, my brother from a long time.
Yeah. Bass is a good one too, you know. A little rough on the edges, you know what I mean?
But bass is a soul there, man, you know what I mean? Bass contribute plenty to the art form, you know. You know what I mean?
The art form, and that's what we want to talk about tonight.
Yeah, bass contribute plenty to the art form. Big up to my brother, the legend, on the right hand side.
Yeah, man. Respect the boy, Black Star, boy.
Yes, brother.
Bass, you was sleeping now,
But sleeping now, it's so late, man. I think it's now it's 9 after 9. Sorry. That's so late.
Yeah, he was up to something because Black Star joined the live before you and Uzi, man.
Yeah, boy, and that impossible, eh? Black Star is a man, and when it comes to time, I work with Black Star already. You know, he's not the most timely individual, so but you improve by Black Star, boy.
Yeah, boy. Changes over the years. With time come change, nice, you know what I mean?
And that's the thing. You all had to change. So you're going by a long time, I see, but I see you have a new thing out there. I saw something with you, a rhythm or something.
Yeah, I just dropped something actually, the Safe Zone rhythm. You know what I mean?
Nice.
I just dropped that. But what I did this time around, you know, as much as, you know, we had the connection with the big artists, I tell myself, let me just try to introduce some new talent into the thing instead of just running off with the regulars. You know what I mean? No disrespect to nobody, but I just take a different approach this time around and say, you know what, it have talent in Trinidad and people willing to do soca, but they're running down the Trinidad, and if we don't get the younger ones involved, where would the culture go?
So beautiful. Which brings me back to the point. Now, what you said that day, it really it was my pause raised, because that is one of the reasons why I started singing soca. Because back in the days, them youths was not soca at all. You know what I mean? It was Ronnie McIntosh, it was Super Blue, it was Iowa, it was Shadow, you name them. And youth wasn't the soca, youth was into dancehall, heavy dancehall, which was part of kind of like my fall too as well, because the dancehall good to we, and before that, the whole dub generation and things. So started again the soca where they say people, youths like you started getting into it, then it will, you know, trickle down, and that is after that they started to see Bungie and the KMC. I remember KMC used to do go Jamaica and press the dancehall and
yeah, we're going on. Yeah, we're going on.
Real vex because we
our stick up in it right. Yeah. Because tonight I was telling Black Star tonight is a special night. I know busy Black Star is. Black Star can see on the live.
Yeah,
you can ask questions. You can hold a little vibes with us, right? Now tonight, people who want the live, feel free to go invite some friends,
share the
invite
live,
some people because share the live, all right?
Yeah, no, I know tonight, to share live last night, you know.
Daddy, don't tell me. Are we doing this live months now?
Yeah, boy, only last night I don't know how to share live, boy.
Anyhow.
I still don't know how to share, so I can't vex with you, brother.
You too? What shovel is this, boy?
Yeah, boy, you have a little arrow by the side there, you press that and you can share.
Yeah, little arrow, you press the arrow and you go down.
You don't know how to do that, boy.
Right. Yeah, I seen it.
So sharing it, you know.
Yeah, I know. I'm
nice.
Share it up there.
So we want to start. We want to start Black Star and Bass. We want to start on the journey of Bass, right? I feel as though it's only fitting that we start with Bass because Bass is a man has contributed a lot. Bass has been in the business way before us, right? From an artist, a songwriter, to a promoter, radio personality. I mean, the man went as far as acting. You know what I mean? A lot of people don't know that, so we want to highlight and we want to give respect. Respect is due tonight. So you want to start off with Bass and Bass journey, not just as a radio personality, but as an artist, as a songwriter, right? You're on the live with us, Black Star. You feel free to ask any questions. So, Bass, we want to start from inception.
Yeah.
Adrian Hackshaw. The man don't like when I call him Adrian Hackshaw on radio at all.
No, it's calling up that. Why don't like that?
Why don't like that?
No, it's just it just sounds strange, you know. Everybody knows your real name.
Bass, let me start from inception of your career. When you started, when you got into this music.
I got into this music at a young age. Look right here. I could show you the first record I ever bought. When I was a child growing up, 3 things I wanted to do. I always wanted to be a DJ. I always wanted to be on radio. And I always wanted to record a song. Right? Ever since I know myself. The time I'm from 5 years old, I was in a birthday party. I take over the party and the first song I sang was Shadow. A song from Shadow, I Believe. Right? So music was always part of the... I was born in 1973. I ain't afraid to say that. 1973. Right? So growing up, I'm a child of the... You could say I'm a child of the... Well, 70s, child of the 80s. No children of the 80s as me. So growing up, music was always part of the home. Grandmother had records, father had records, family had records, you know what I mean? Record collection and things. I could show you the first record I ever bought. This is it here from the Police. The Police. Sting. You know, y'all will know Sting, right? Huh?
Yeah.
You will know Sting. Sure. Sting will sing with Shadi. Yeah. This is 1982. It marked 1982 on it. Right? So this is the first record I ever bought. Right? So whenever I get my allowance and stuff, I wanted to buy my records. Back in them days, a record could have been like a little $25, $30 as a full album. So I would always save up. It had Reiner's record store on Prince Street. People, they used to actually wait for me to come because I was a little chubby. We waiting for the little chubby fella, but the chubby fella. Because I used to know all the hits. I used to know the hits.
So basically you used to call hits, you had the ear for it.
The ear for the hits, back then. So when men coming in to buy records and things, Mrs. Reiner, God rest her soul, she used to put me on top of the counter and I used to tell them, buy that. And besides buying my own real record, she used to give me a little record and he started to for that.
What was the age? What was the age at that time, Bass?
By that time I was about 8, 9 years old.
So young, boy?
Yeah, 8, 9 years old. I started buying records at about 8 years old, 8, 9 years old. So I was always into music and I always wanted to be a DJ. And my mom, like when I finished my what you call it, well, common entrance back in them because she didn't want me to be distracted. But as a fella, I never used to go outside and play anything, right? It was just from school, I go home and listen to the radio. I didn't used to go outside and play anything. I never had no boy days and things. Up to now, I can't ride a bike. Wow. Serious. You can laugh, I can't ride a bike. I just home and listening to the radio. No, serious. I just listened to the radio right through. That was me playing bike. I was the only child too. I was listening to the radio. Right, so my mom brought out my first turntable and a receiver and thing before it was Quartz, it was called Huggins. It was in Long Circular Mall. So she buy my little first setup and thing, and I started to use that to play in little birthday parties and thing in the area and thing. Make a little dollar save up until I was able to buy another turntable and, you know, build up myself and that kind of thing. So thanks to my mom and my family for always supporting me on that. So that was me as being a DJ. Like I said, I always wanted to be a DJ, always wanted to be on radio, and always wanted to be an artist. Getting into radio, right? Yeah.
So you talk about the part where you started off as a child, right?
Yeah.
You also spoke about this now where you save up a little dollar, whatever, playing in little kids' parties in the area, right? When did you actually say to yourself, all right, I want to make this into a career?
Well, I really didn't. I only ever had one job in my life. One job after CXC, I went. I was working Algico, and I worked there for half a day because I tell them I can't do this. I want to be
half
a DJ.
A day.
Half a day. I work
in the base.
Yeah, half a day. I look at the woman and say,
so you work 4 hours then?
Yeah, well, I work from about 8 till about lunchtime. Yeah, and lunchtime I tell the lady, Miss, I can't do this now. I want to be a DJ, boy. She laugh at me and thing, but she say, you sure why you come to man who got your thing? And it was a nice job too. Algico paying a little.
You must be embarrassing, mother, boy. Mommy will be as vexed.
Yeah. Well, my mom, I think she was away at the time. And my grandmother.
Yeah.
They didn't know. They didn't really know. They didn't know because I still used to I used to pawn my clothes for a little week. I pawn my clothes and I would still go down the road and probably think. But yeah. But I tell you, man, I want to be a DJ. I can't do this. You know? So I started stay home and thing and started to do little tapes and thing and mixtapes and thing. And then there was a gentleman in the area. His name was Mr. Mingo. When I moved to Mova, he was forming a DJ group. Well, we had a lot of guys who his son was a DJ, and there were a lot of DJs in the area. And he formed a DJ group, and he had us used to play in Scarlet Ibis, in Hotel Scarlet Ibis. Then in Augustine, there was a club there, and we used to play there and thing. And that's how I really started off, you know, DJing. And then there were 3 of us. We got together. It was myself, Clyde the Outlaw. No, not Clyde. Myself, a guy called Sheldon Mingo, and a guy called Kendall Titus, and we formed the group Third Base. That would have been like in 19.
So base Third Base came from a group then.
Yeah, it was 3 of us. Yeah, 3 of us. Yeah, right.
I think you know as you mentioning this right now. You know of a similar story like this Carter, you know. Vibes Carter was actually a group, you know.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
Vibes
Carter was actually a group. He kept the name, but go ahead.
Yeah, I kept the name kept with me. And we used to play for all them bazaars and, you know, school stuff and, you know, all when they call it holy name and the name started to build on the streets, you know. But I really kept the name because the other 2 guys, I mean, even though they had other jobs, but this was the only thing I wanted to do. I always tell people this is all I ever wanted to do in my life. I had no second option for me. Right? I put my all into this. So I really stuck with it. There was a club in West Mall. Right, I think when we were talking on Howity, we mentioned Upper Level was on one side, and there was another club on the next side, a club called Club Platinum. Right, and I used to play there. I was the house DJ and DJ there and stuff. And at night, well, they had mud wrestling. They used to have mud wrestling as a slack man from long time. They had mud wrestling.
Mud wrestling with ladies.
No, mud wrestling. Oil wrestling. Sorry, oil wrestling. So I used to oil down. Yeah, I used to oil down the girls and MC the show and thing. You know what I mean? And real kicks, real thing, and MC the show and host and thing. You know, real nice boy. You ever hear about House of Matthew?
House of Matthew. Yeah, of course.
House of Matthew girls, House of Matthew girls, man. So
if you look too sharp, if you look too sharp, I sure my boy had a reservation. But go ahead.
Yeah, House of Matthew girls. We're talking about Lisa Carr.
Lisa Carr, yeah.
So they do their oil.
Scorpio, yeah, the oil Lisa Carr, all of them, the whole Tanika, the whole squad.
Yeah, man. Real celebrities used to come in.
Yeah, you calling them?
What? Let me hear you say that?
Anika, Lisa Carr, Scorpio, all them girls.
Yeah, boy. Yeah. All the girls, but yeah, man.
You had reservations there.
So I used to real besides hosting, I used to DJ real mash up the place. Something the name Third Base was on the ground. You know what I mean? On the ground. Yeah. So Laundry came in at night and he asked me, what you doing with this voice, boy? I said, well, what am I do? No. He said, we're opening up the first radio station. Now it's 98.9, the first urban radio station. You know what I mean? He said, come and do a little demo now. Do a little demo. So, but I didn't really have the equipment at the time to do the demo. So I went down by their store. the Chinese laundry store. I said, well, I don't have the equipment to do a demo, so I could do the demo here. So Signal was in the back, because Signal used to do all the tapes and things. So they put the mic in my hand and I just started thing like on radio, because even as a child, I used to practice like being on radio.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
as you said that, right? As a child, you used to practice. Who were the announcers you would have mentored back then?
Yeah, well, listen to was Rennie B. Rennie B was definitely one. Ian the Goose Elegor, you know, and name them, Francesca Hawkins, even, you know, Laundry themselves, because before 98.9 came about, they used to have the thing after dark where all the big DJs like Dr. Hyde and things, they were on radio at the time. That was the first experiment where they had them on a night. But
right.
You know, all those are not. But
like the overnight or something?
The overnight, yeah, from 12 to 5. That's how overnight start, 12 to 5. Right? So really, Rennie B was really the one we all used to look up to, and Ian the Goose Elegor thing. Glenn Antoine, another one. No?
Yeah, Glenn.
Yeah, so right then and there, that was like my demo. I did the demo, and they put me on radio. When back in them days it was 12 midnight to 5 in the morning, 98.9. I think I had a show on a Friday night with Franco and O'Brien. We used to call ourselves T3, the three of us, and we used to talk, you know, the thing on the radio. I remember the first night I was on radio, real glad. Clyde the Outlaw thing was with man thing, and I used to say, well, this is still bass, they still bass, yeah, boy, they still bass, yeah, boy, still bass, yeah, boy, still bass, they still bass, you know, they still bass. And then they tell me, well, you know, you don't have to say your name so much now, we know who you are. And real glad, man, real glad, man. But I remember meeting Louis Leasing, because Louis Leasing was the head at the time. And when Laundry introduced me to Louis Leasing, I had dreads now. And here Louis Leasing watch man say, boy, this boy could do this work with his hair, boy. You know, because back in them days,
he played that category one time, they were.
Yeah, because I went in a shirt and a short pants. I was off the streets. I was young. I was about 19. Yeah. There was the whole thing. I was young, you know, off the streets and dreads and all kind of thing. It's really business. But the radio announcer of them days used to look like this, you know, clean cut, shaved, that kind of thing, you know, wearing shirt and tie and all kind of thing. But I come in there, urban, right from the streets, you know, urban radio. I was the first, like, urban fella in urban radio. So, right. They put me to work in 12 to 5 in the morning. And after about 3 months, I started filling in daytime for other people. I started filling in for same Ian Elegor. I started filling in for the same Laundry after 3 months. And after a couple of weeks, Tim Louis Singh come and say, well, who's that fellow that's working the night? Who's that guy that's working the night? He said, that the same guy with the dress. But he said, so I'm good. But listening to radio over the years, I took from everybody, whether I took from Rennie B or Glenn Anton and stuff. So when I go, I didn't really sound green. I was like, because back in them days, I didn't have no school. Then you couldn't go to school to do that. You had to go to university.
So we are saying basically, you never went broadcasting school, so you learn everything just by ear.
Yeah, just by ear. Just by ear. And I used to practice too. Sometimes, like as a child too, I used to have my own little radio station at home. Like I say, I never used to go outside and play. It was always radio. So I used to have a little tin pan cover. I used to break a hanger, put a little matchbox on it, pull out like a needle, and I talk and I carry in my own show. Sometimes my grandmother would say, but will you do something for me, boy? Come now, boy. And I would say, okay, we're going to take a break right now. I'm going to do something for my grandmother. And go on do thing. You know?
Wait, what's that? Guys, a great story. It's very, very, very interesting.
That's almost a start on radio.
And all right, you learning the job on radio itself.
I mean, well, I tell you, 98.9 was the first opportunity. Right? Yeah, the first opportunity. Yeah. And then I started working.
What shift you used to work?
Graveyard shift. You start off on the graveyard shift. It's not like no. We're always starting off on drive time and thing. You know?
Right.
Start off in the graveyard.
And then you made that transition to 96.1.
Yeah, after 98.9, well, they left 98.9 and they opened 96.1. I stayed at 98.9 for a little while because when they called me for 96.1, I didn't like the shifts that they were giving me because 98. When they left to go to 96, I was offered a prime time shift for 98. Right? So, but the shifts
what time did you hours to?
From 4 to 7, 3 hours.
Right.
4 to 7, 3 hours. Right? And I stayed at 98.9 a little while and then I joined 96.1 and I joined 96. I was at 96 for about 6-7 years or something.
All right. So we'll go to the artist part of everything because a lot of based over the years, you wrote a lot of songs for a lot of artists.
Yes.
People still don't know, right? But all right, so you're 96.1. All right. Obviously, yes, your first radio station was 98.9, but you're 96.1 now. This is where you really got popular. When did that happen?
I think it was in probably 96.1 in 1996 is when I went to 96. Yeah, 96, right? Look at that. And 97. I think probably when I started to sing too. But being a DJ, I was one of the I would say one of the biggest DJs at the time. Used to go all over the country, thing, you know what I mean, to base, you know, people used to actually wait till they come in the party, till they reach to go in the party and thing. Back in them days, party used to start early. Like from 10 o'clock parties round from 10, right? So you could afford to do at least 3-4 gigs a night. So I used to, if you're going down south, you go down south, you hit a Shaguanas, hit a next club, and then you come back up in the west. So I used to DJ a lot, 3-4 gigs a night. It was real good.
Question though.
But when I started to sing, it took it to the next level. Huh?
Yeah, what you think is your most memorable moment in your upcoming move? Like, you know what I mean? Something somebody might tell you that stick in the back of your head that helped you to push a little harder. Or what was really your motivation? Just wanting to be a DJ? Or basically, you know, because I know, you know, along the way in the music business, it have, you know what I mean? It have the sayings and the say no's and the, you know what I mean? What keeps you driven now, boy? Because I know you face a lot of challenges, you know what I mean? As we always experience in the industry, you know what I mean? What it is that kept you, you know what I mean, focused and moving?
That's a good question. And besides that advice, I think really, I was really number one motivator was myself, right? Because like I said, this is all I ever wanted to do. I didn't want to do anything else, no partner. I mean, I had no plan B, I had no plan C, no plan D. We just kind of, just nothing to fall back on. This all I ever wanted to do. All I ever wanted to do was to be a DJ and thing. The greatest advice I got was probably from over the years, some other people, was to just be yourself. Yeah. Just be yourself. I never wanted to try to be anybody else or follow this one or follow that one. I just wanted to be myself. I can't, you know? Yeah. Right?
Big shout to Cruise Life Records, Nashman on the live. Big shout to JW on the live also. Easy JW. Now check it out right now. On the live we're discussing the journey, my journey and Bass journey. We started off with Bass and we're gonna continue. Now Bass, tell us about the singing though, because alright, you're on radio, you're popular. Alright, you said that the singing played a big part in your popularity. When you decided to actually go and record a song, who was the first producer you worked with, and what was the first song you recorded?
Yeah, the first song I recorded was a song called Wine Around. I remember that song, Jump Around, House of Pain, jump around, jump up and jump and down, right? So my first track was a song called Wine Around. I was involved in a TV production. You remember Party Time and that Party Time in West, right? There was we tried to do like a spin-off of Party Time. Call it was On Track. And there was a guy called Fitz, right? He was the MC, I was the DJ, and we decided to do a song together. Back in them days, rap so was real big. This could have been like in 1992, 93. And that was actually the song. Wine Around was the first song played on 98.9. Right, I think launching at 4 o'clock, and that was the first song played on the first urban radio station. So it was instead of just Jump Around, it was Wine Around. Years after that, being encouraged to actually get more serious in the soca, because like I say, a lot of the younger artists were not doing soca at all. It was just dancehall, and the thing was going on. Youth wasn't into soca at all. Besides Marshall Montano and the Panasonic Express and Melanie Hudson and that kind of thing. The first recording after that in 1996 was Juve Morning, right? The Juve Morning, blow your whistle, right? And after that was Make Me Feel High. Then after that was the song with Destron, the Pigtail Rhythm. The Pigtail Rhythm was actually the first rhythm ever in soca. So you see a lot of first rhythm. Big up to Kirk Mitchell.
That song, that song go again with you and Destra was.
I thought I tell you that they had a man already. I thought you tell me you say he was just a friend. I thought I tell you that they had a man already. You know, yeah. So Big up to Ken Holder, you know, Ken Holder, who's produced Three Sons. Three Sons, yeah. So he was the man behind that. And he was actually working with Destra, Destra was doing R&B and gospel music and thing. Right? I had this artist, boy, this girl, she could real sing. I wanted to do soca. So Destra was going to school still. She was in going St. James Sec, young. And I tell her, come and pull on the studio. And we just started vibes and talk and thing. I say, well, you had to do a kind of bacchanal song on this thing, you know, because this rhythm are Capleton and Alison Hines and Edwin Yearwood and all kind of big names and thing. And we coming out here, we can't pips, you know. So I wrote this song. I said we had to do like a kind of interaction because she had a boyfriend at the time. And I would say, well, we'll do a song like if I'm tracking you and you're telling me like you're some man or something. And that melody just came to me.
Yeah, that was a big song. That was the song, but bass, one of my favorite songs that was written from bass, right? I didn't even know that. That bass, right? The way you whine and bend over.
Yeah.
That was written by you, right?
Belfort. Yeah, Denise Belfort and Ghetto Flex.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah.
That is a wicked. But that was also a remake of what song that the melody? That melody
yeah, Crimson. That was an old rock song called Crimson and Clover. Crimson and Clover. Dun, 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 dun. Put your hands on my shoulder. Dun, 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 dun. Right. Come on, say it. You two rook combine. You know.
Yes, boy. Yes. All right, so the high era though, I would say Juve Morning was the song that gave you that. It was your first big song, but the song that take it to that whole different level, I think, was high. Because you had music video and everything.
Yeah, man. Make me feel like shouts to Shell Shock. Big up Shell Shock, the producer. Right, back in them days, Shell Shock was the man. They couldn't, you know what I mean? And that year, 1997, was a revolution for the sound of soca. Iowa George always said to me, you bass changed the sound of soca. Because when we did that song, Make Me Feel High, it sent a lot of artists back in the studio. Because the sound of it was different. People thought it was Abajan. People thought it was Abajan, yeah. Because nobody was singing like that. The topic of the music was totally different. Shock was at his you know. Shock was just different by original. Shock to me was like the Timbaland or soca. No?
Right. So I know you. For the viewers, people who looking on right now. So you wrote the song with you and Destra. You wrote Wine and Bend Over. You wrote. I know you also wrote songs for Denise Belfort, Jamet. I believe it's Jamet.
The Jamet. Hold On. Couple of songs. Well, yeah. There was a song I wrote for Super Blue too. Eddie Charles and all other people back in the days. When I was in my writing mode.
So yeah, I mean, BS, and we always have this discussion of the live, and we have a discussion on the live, and I want to ask you on the live too, also Blackstar here. Over the years, you paved the way for many artists. Do you think you get the respect you deserve over the years?
Yeah, the respect. I mean, boy, I don't believe. Well, in these times, people are not really respecters of people. Why don't people respect people anymore? Because you're not in a certain clique and you're a certain clan, or they don't see you a certain way. I am a simple person. I'm a kind of a, maybe it's my fault because I'm a little bit of an introvert. I like being by myself. I don't like too much of small talk. I don't hang out with the boys and drink and pop bottles because I don't drink. Right? I mightn't drink with you, but I will support your business. If you have a business, I'll support your business. Right. If you're into something that I'm into music, and we have a common goal, I will support you. Come for advice, I will always talk to you. You know what I mean? So people tend to not respect you because of certain things. Maybe if I drive a Range Rover or a BMW in the morning, which is not far fetched. If I want to do that, I can do that. They might have respect for you for that. Maybe I don't bling too much. You know, I'm not a blinger guy. You know what I mean? And like I say, you know, maybe right, but there are people that respect. Look at last night, I was on like 3 different lives on Instagram from New York, and they pull me in the live and they play some of my old songs, and people will always come and say, you know, bass, I remember you from so. Look, last week when we were doing the live, a guy called about my first barbershop first cut, and he said, bass, I remember you pull me in and thing. So the people who respect me are not people like you will always be, you know, see the big guns, so to speak. is the common man, the man on the street, the man on the ground, people on the ground.
Right.
I get respect
you've been a grown man. You've been a grown man.
Let's ask a little question too now. Oh gosh,
boy. Open for discussion.
I learn in a classroom right now. I learning, brother. I soak in
Blacks are learning.
Right.
You know what I mean? I soak in and it's good now, boy, to know these things. And yeah, what kind of have me little baffled now, boy? It's like, you know, these things supposed to be known now, boy. You check what I'm saying. And I think it's time, man, like you really do small documentaries, and you understand what I'm saying? Because that generation will not recognize that for the fact that times change and now they run into Audio Mac and they run into YouTube for everything, and it's bang bang, gun in your head, gun man in your hole, this in your that and wherever. And that's what they focus on. But these things I think is very instrumental for the future in soca now, boy. Men like you, you contributed a lot. Because I'm telling you, bro, I mean, like, every youth that come to me to the studio, they want to do a gunman song. Till I reach to the point where, you know what I mean, I stop taking disrespect to the genre.
We can afford it. I think Johnny Rudy right.
We're going to try a little dead spot,
encourage them to do a little more soca.
Right. Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Because a man asking
man.
What soca have in it? A man asking me the other day, what soca?
Yeah. But that.
But what you saying there is important to the youth. Well, we reach back another time where the youth's not on soca.
Yeah.
So maybe we need to get back like that soca style. Remember what Gigante were doing with that soca star? That is important to get something like that to make soca cool again. You know what I mean? All Trump and they wanted to make America great again, but we need to make soca cool again because it is running away from the youths.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Because no. Let me tell you something. I, for one, I am not against anybody trying anything different, because for my entire career, you know, you would see I try everything possible in terms of music, right? This is a man who limit himself to, although he's a man, he's a real soca lover, right? Now, the bass now, the transition now, it was on Boom, all right?
Yeah.
For how long you work on Boom for?
Like 10 years.
Wait, 10 years, right?
Yeah, from 2010 to the 2021.
How was it working on Boom? You know, Boom was more like a ground station. You were 96.1. You were Hot 93 at that time. I know you had a little stint at Iowa at that time, but how it was working at Boom, Champion?
Yeah, Boom was it was getting to know the youths again. It was a generation change. Like, for example, as a DJ, I didn't know what BPM was until I reached on Boom. Because as a DJ, I just know a song could mix with a song and you formulate a song and mix it in your head. Right? But of course, I'm working with Sarah Tonte, but I didn't know what BPM means until on Boom. You know that is called BPM. DJs when you're mixing the same sound in the same sequence in the same I didn't understand that. I didn't understand that at all. You know? I didn't understand that at all. I used to have a thing where I used to say Showtime rhythm, Merkle rhythm, Diwali rhythm, Faith rhythm. Because when it comes to going back, sometimes that is all you would hear. You know? So it was as much as I loved it, sometimes it was a little tad frustrating being an elder and you know certain things, but you had to, you know, do other things. The thing changed where it wasn't just about you know, you're a good announcer and thing again. You had to learn marketing, market yourself. The social media came into play. I had to say O'Brien was the first man to really pioneer that radio you could watch kind of thing where you actually, you're not just hearing radio, you're seeing it, putting it on Facebook and all that kind of thing. So those things were important. So it wasn't always about the sound, it was about the look. And a lot of good opportunities at Boom, man. So I would always have love for Boom. I love the audience because me being a man on the ground, I love talking to that grown audience. Sometimes they might say Boom is a ghetto station and thing, but I like that. I like ghetto people. I like grown people. I like realness. You know, I ain't fake. There's nothing fake about me. I like realness, and real listeners are real.
Right. What? I mean, we can see if we say season man, you're icon in the industry. Even for me, what would you say is What is your perception on radio right now? The sound of radio.
Yeah, radio right now, especially urban radio. Urban radio. I mean, back in the days, urban radio used to lead. You know, used to lead. People used to follow what's on the radio. Now the radio is kind of following what's going on because of social media. Whatever is trending, we follow it. You know what I mean? Radio right now is more about personality. You know, you don't have to have the greatest voice to be on radio. It's about personality. It's about, you know, the followers, how much followers they have is different. Right now they ain't looking for nobody who going to know, you know, school and things like that. Some people don't be going to these schools and they're asking, boy, how can I get on radio, boy? And I had to tell them, watch, it's not about that now. I mean, you could have a good dictionary. There are some people on radio who cannot even read properly. We know this. But it's about really your personality. That is one thing. Yeah, you're really about our whole personality right now. The only thing that's getting me with radio right now is just the topics, you know. Sometimes they like, I just always talk to you about God, but these man-woman topics all they like to bring up, but everything is not make up or break up. You know, it has so many other things to talk about. Look, Kim Kardashian, she passed the baby bar. She's a lawyer now. You think about Kim Kardashian as a lawyer, but you think Kim Kardashian can represent you in a case, or you think she'll be in the courtroom? But you know, different things. Fine. There's so many other different things to talk about.
So many topics to cover, right? Yeah,
so many topics. So the topics is the only thing that is. But sometimes, I mean, I understand it. Radio has gotten a lot simpler right now. Any and everybody could be on radio. You know, once you have a nice following and a personality, but you know, it is what it is. It is what it is.
Now, for those who on the live, feel free to go share the live. Feel free if you wish to come on the live, ask me any question. It's all about the journey tonight. The journey. Tag a few DJs, tag a few old school DJs. Tag DJs on a whole. Tag new school, tag old school, in between school, any kind of school DJs, because the kind of knowledge being shared here, it's very important for the younger ones to hear, and also the older ones to even reminisce on. All right, now, boom, talk about bass now, right? Because your job, what was the reason your job the third in the bass?
In 1996, when I had that song, If It's Touch, Go in the Bush, the same, there is a rap group by the name of Third Base that we took the name from.
In 19 what?
In 19, was it 96? No, sorry, 2016. 2016, yeah, 2016 is Touch in the Bush. So when you're searching Third Base, I would come up, and not them. There's a rap group called Third Base. There was 3RD. It took me years to let people know, so I don't want to spell it 3RD. I want to spell it THIRD. Right? So they sent me a letter. The guy's name is MC Search. Them is big rappers, a white boy. And he sent me a letter to cease and desist from using this name immediately. Right? Now I could have get a lawyer and fight it because it have a third base in baseball. Just the other day I was thinking, it have third base. If it's not in baseball, it have first base, second base, third base. Or you could tell me I can use third base and it have third base in baseball.
Baseball, right.
Yeah. So as I say, watch me, let me just take this opportunity to kind of start out fresh and rebrand myself to a different generation, so to speak, you know. So I'll go with bass, aka Trilogy. The Trilogy represents the three things that I do. You know, the DJing, announcing, artists. You know what I mean? It took a while because just like how people were still calling Massey Hilo, you know, Trinidadians are a little stuck in their ways and the marketing. But there are people right now who saying, hey, Trilogy, you know, think so. I will take a while.
Even me. It's still taking a while for me to, you know, call it Trilogy as call it bass, and it's still the Trilogy. But I could just see the bass, so it took a while because rebranding is like that. You know what I mean? It's like that. All right. So we talk about a lot of the highs. What about the lows, right? What about the times where at any time you figure, well, boy, let's leave this thing, leave this radio thing, and give up.
I left. Like in 2000, I left. I wouldn't call that alone. I was bored. It was a time I was at the top of my game there.
But that was one time you on the top of your game and you're bored?
Yeah, it was just bored, you know. I wanted more. I wanted more. I went away. I got hooked up. There was a time I was hooked up with Bobby Condos on Hot 97. Got the opportunity to play on Hot 97. You know what I mean? Wow. And the only reason why I came back is because of 9/11, you know? Bin Laden with 9/11, because my papers didn't come through. They were offering me a job. But I couldn't take the job because of 9/11. But that was one of the reasons why I came back.
So although you could have been real representative with the red, white, and black and hot 97.
Yeah, I would
because
have
there's a Trinity there's Culture. Culture is the only Trinity that is on that station, right?
Culture. Yeah, Shawnee Culture. Right. Yeah, so I could have been there, but because of 9/11, I had was to come back home because my papers didn't come true yet. So that's the reason why I came back. So that was more that was very, that was real. I know the words to explain.
Heartbreaking.
Yeah, that was real heartbreaking. Very much so heartbreaking. Because it's like you're there, you know what I mean? That's why when they catch Bin Laden and they blow him up, I had a party, you know. I pop a bottle of champagne by
he was responsible.
Yeah, he was responsible for it. You know? I came back and you had to start over. And you know, things started fresh, and I tried going back up. But when I went back up, it's like things changed because a lot of people who moved out of New York City because of it. Yeah. Everybody spread out different, you know what I mean? So it wasn't the same. It wasn't the same.
Yeah. And basically now you are still writing, but you're writing for yourself. You wrote anything for anybody recently?
Nah, not recent.
Right, so we basically focus. What is your focus right now?
I just living in a, like I tell you, it's just like right now it's like I mean I take it seriously, but it's like a serious hobby, you know? Music. I mean if you take this thing too seriously, you might get a heart attack. All things good. You know, so I just live and I just out to have fun. You know, the only reason why I haven't stopped is because every day I hear melodies in my head, I hear music in my head. You know, when Shadow sing, I keep hearing
Shadow?
Yeah, no, that is a real thing. It's a real thing. And I like, if I can't get it out, I will go crazy.
Yeah.
So I had to find some avenue to get it out. I hear music, rhythms in my head. Look, I start doing my own production and things. The time with when I took the time out to, in the pandemic to do a little online course and things, you know, get little things done. You know what I mean? To learn certain things.
I also realized you have a nice catalog in terms of soca parang, right? Over the years, you created not just soca, but you created a nice soca catalog, right? What do you think about that market, though? I mean, parang. What do you think about that parang market, Christmas?
Yeah, that is good, man. And another thing, I want to thank Mastermind Productions for getting me involved in that soca parang, because sometimes the soca is always taking over the still space at Christmas, you know, like if we had a carnival and also it's only soca here and here, real soca, and the Christmases tend to get lost, you know, so it's really nice to have that space. And you know, when you listen to the Scrunter, the Bar and the Kenny J, and they just put in a mood of people who really love Christmas, and I love my Christmas too. So, and as a writer too, I write different topics. I'm able to do different topics in soca parang that I can't do in soca. Like I could sing Gimme the Cash at Christmas, I can't sing Gimme the Cash at Carnival. No?
Yeah.
I can explore different. So soca parang gives me the opportunity to do different topics, to explore different topics.
And the latest is the love song.
Yeah, the Christmas song. Answer the love song, yes. Christmas is love by.
Christmas is love. Christmas is love. Christmas is love. Let me give us a little piece of it now, man. You a little piece of the Christmas is love.
Yeah, man.
You hear that one, Blackstar?
Yeah. Christmas is love, love, love. Oh, boy. Christmas is love. Hey, hey. We're sharing the love, love, love. Bring the love. Oh, boy. Hey. Last Christmas I didn't know what to do. It was like a one-sided shoe, but then I get up and I realize and open my eyes. You see man's plan and God does love, yeah. So this Christmas on your behalf, yeah. It's only love, a handful of love, a teaspoon of love, a bucket of love, a barrel of love, not with love, it coming with love. Oh boy, Christmas is love, a handful of love, a teaspoon of love, a bucket of love, a full of love, a handful of love, a cup full of love. Christmas is love, L-O-V-E, L. Oh, Christmas is love, L-O-V-E. Hey, Christmas is love, L-O-V-E. I think L. Oh, Christmas is love, L-O-V-E. Bring the love. Yeah, man, love.
While you have to give me the new song one time now, give me the new song, introduce the new song. You must do that.
The new song. Yeah, well, my new song. The new soca is called It's a Must. Because I believe, being the Mecca of Carnival, no matter what, we had to do something, whether it's a virtual something, find a way to do something. I know the coronavirus thing, but it's called is a must, right? So because this thing is a must. So Lowy now, Lowy, just Lowy now, Lowy, just Lowy now, Lowy, just Lowy now. I must find a place to jump, a girl with a big bamba. I must find a bacana, even if it's virtual. I must find a crew with something to drink, getting on dirty, getting on stink. I must find a room with something to play, some kind of Monday and Tuesday. So Lowy now, Lowy, just Lowy now. I say Lowy, just Lowy now, hey Lowy, just Lowy now. Everybody get on bad, everybody get on bad, everybody get on bad. In El Fedo, in your yard, and is that we inside, we outside, we inside, and we outside, we inside, we outside, party inside, party outside. Lowy now, just Lowy now.
Blackstar, you realize you realize he come back with his tush recipe user.
Yeah. Ain't nothing wrong with that. And that's some people do that every year. I could do that every for 5 years.
Call some names, call names,
Nah, I don't know my kind of flavor.
Yeah, oh God! All right. So you're here. I mean, Bass. I mean, it's so much more we can talk about.
Yeah,
Bass, what is something you want to what is something you want to leave with people, right? In terms of your legacy.
Legacy, boy. I just want people to just do what you want in life, boy. Especially, you know, it's nice to wake up every day. Like, no matter how shitty your job is, it might be working with a bunch of shitty people, but once you're doing what you love to do, it's it doesn't make it that shitty. You know that some people working in some places they can't stand the people. I know what that's like.
Yeah.
But you're just doing what you love to do. You know, doing what you love to do makes it a whole lot better. So I mean, don't let nobody down your dreams. Don't let nobody tell you can't. You know, I mean, if you want to work a place for half a day like me and thing and say, watch, I want to be this, I want to be that, you want to be a nail tech, hairdresser, barber, producer, whatever it is, just try your best and do what it is you want to, right? Life is too short.
So real.
Yeah.
Nice, man. Nice.
Yeah.
So we heard Bass journey. We heard Bass journey on the live here. I'm gonna talk about my journey. Right.
Now it's time for the man RKG journey. Let's talk about RKG's journey, man. From baby boy, from our baby, from our baby boy, from baby, from our baby.
And the treat you right, baby.
Yeah.
RKG, you don't make no more children, eh?
You got my number.
Stop at tree.
You got my number. Make it love all night till the morning light. When the sun come up and the fun up, make you feel so right. Make it love all night till the morning light. When the sun come up and the fun up, make you feel so right. On your shoulder. Come on, get close.
RKG Zessin by RKG Zessin. Yeah, man, because that's what I tell you, go on Zest now, boy.
Yeah, boy.
No, you said you had link up studios. I don't remember you coming in and link up. I probably was away at the time.
Nah, yeah, you was out of the system at that time. Okay. When I was there. Yeah. He was out of the system at that time.
They get back there, man. Link up pumping again, you know. Yeah, boy. So tell us about you, RKG, growing up. How was RKG growing up? How was a childhood RKG?
Well, boy, funny enough, me going to school, I was always a shy fella. So I never, so people who see me now on radio and see me on stage, be like, yo, this is Rossi from back then. You know what I mean? I used to watch them fellas and them chanting and thing. And that's in school. But when I came out of school, that is when I got a little brave now. Right? So
okay.
I must go back to roots, right? Because we're from the East. You know what I mean? Blackstar from the East. You know, I wanna big up Bunchy Garland. He was a great inspiration, you know, coming from the East too, and you know, he used to live Cleaver Woods at that time after Komoto. he came there. You know what I mean? So he was one of the inspirations, right? But what I really started is I did my first song I did with Doggy Slaughter and Ghetto Flex.
All right? Serious?
Yeah. But actually, funny enough, that having this conversation, I actually asked. I do have this song personally. I big up to my good friend Power Search. I asked him for the song. You have it on CD. I still want to post it up on YouTube because that's the days when 98.9 was popping. It only had 98.9 and 90.1 back then, right?
Yeah.
And I actually I linked with Ghetto. I went to the studio. A guy by the name of Jason Lewis. He had a company called
Jason Lee.
Not Jason Lee. Jason Lee came further down. This guy name is Jason Lewis, right? He had a company, a studio called Nylon Project or something like that. That was in Westmoreland, right? So I was there. I was there looking to do a song, and while I was there, I met Ghetto Flex. So the producer was like, "Yo, why you ask Ghetto to do a song?" So Ghetto walked out the studio, and I said, "Bro, I know I'm a new artist on the scene, do you think you'll be interested in doing that song?" And the man said, "Nah, there's no problem." And he was like, "Yo, he said, you remind me of somebody, and it would be nice to get him on the track because he actually work in radio. He knows start radio and he doing radio." And I was like, "Who is that?" He said Doggy Slaughter, right?
I was going to ask you, what was your style back then? Because you say being a Bunji influence, Bunji was influenced by Bounty, and then were you like that kind of Lord of Mercy?
Yeah, because we had Bunji Garland and myself, and even Black Star who on the live right now. Our influences was Bounty Killer, Baby Sham, General Degree, Spraga Benz, Merciless. These we had the same inspiration, in terms of artists. So Slaughter came into the studio and we did a song called Hail Girl, Trail Girl. Alright?
Okay.
And Slaughter came in first day, he cut it. But before we cut this song, Ghetto was like, "Where's your stage name?" I was like, "Stage name? I don't have no stage name. My name is Rossi." He said, "Nah, you can't go out so, man." He said, "Where's the initials?" He said, "Where's the initials?" I said, "My initials is Rossi Kempis Gray." Right? I said my initials is RKG. Right? My name is Rossi Kempis Gray. And he was like, "Hey, that is it, right? That is it, RKG."
That's something.
Yeah, he said, "Boy, that sound like a gun boy." I said, "All right, cool." Went with it. Went to that name, and after that, I started performing in little places. I did what was really interesting is cell construction was huge back then. That is when Cell Links and them was in the prime diamond, all of them, and they did a dub plate now, right? So while they did a plate, they were playing it on Friday, right? And well, this is the story that Galen had given me. Galen said he was going somewhere, and they had called me and do an interview on 90.9 via phone, right? So I was telling them, I say, "Well, I'm from the East, I'm from Cleaver Woods or wherever. Right? But when Galen was there, Galen knew Rossi. He didn't know RKG, right? So the next day, Galen came up. It was a shop, a woman called Miss Cathy. Right? Everybody used to line by that shop. Galen came up and Galen asking them, "But who is this? Who is this RKG?" I went up pulling up same time. When he see me, "Yeah, but what the hell, boy, is you, right?" Ting, we all have vibes and that kind of thing. He was like, "Bro, yo, I think you will be a real nice addition to the Godfather's Asylum." Right?
You was a part of the Godfather's Asylum?
No, the Godfather's crew, said, right?
Okay.
I say, yeah. But back then, bro, I was never a pushy guy, first of all. You know what I mean? And I felt as though I always wanted to pave my own way. Right? So it's not like I didn't accept the offer at the time when he said it. I just had tunnel vision. I was just doing my thing. So we laze ever so often. Continue to work as an artist, and then I linked with Trendsetter, right? When I linked with Trendsetter now, which is Mark Abu, right? Mark was a producer and he was a DJ 90.9, and I joined the sound system Trendsetter machine. Started playing little parties like Fifth Element. It was Abyss before Deja Vu, right? You would know that Abyss up in the East, and I started playing there. And while playing there, I also started doing commercials, right? So I used to go by Mark, say Mark, and Mark used to do the commercials or whatever. And Mark was like, "Boy, you have a real good voice for radio." And I was like, I'm a mic man in a party, you know, I'm doing commercials, but I never really think about it now, right?
Yeah.
He said, "Yeah, what's going on?" He said, "IBC given a course, that's Percy Parker. I think the course was like, I think it was like 2,500 back then or 2,000, something like that. He said, go and do that course." Right? At the time, I asked my father for the money. I said, "What should I want to do? A course, thing. He gave me the first half of the money. I started the course, right? And it was real nice working with Percy Parker because I met men like Nigel Nicholson there, right? Nigel Nicholson did not start broadcasting as yet, right? I met Nigel Nicholson there and different announcers, and you know, I got the formal training of broadcasting. Yeah. So I knew about being a hype man in a party, right? I knew about vibes in a party, but from reading scripts to reading news, you know, and funny enough, what I started doing at that time, I had my mom bought a Numark 88 for me. Remember the Numark 88?
Oh, it's an audio thing player?
Yeah. Right. She bought that, and I created a studio in my room. So I reading scripts after coming from broadcasting school. I reading scripts and that kind of vibes, and you know, I'm going on playing music. Bam now, so I'm pushing the artist career, right? And I like music. I was really, to be quite honest with you guys, I was really pushing me as an artist more than the DJ thing, right? And
you had a daytime job at that time at 9 to 5?
Yeah, I actually, you funny enough, bro. When I started, when I came out of school, I worked Pizza Boys for a week.
Okay.
Right? I worked Pizza Boys for a week. I remember that. And I say, boy, then I'm a vibes. I had a brother named Floyd, you know. He was like, "Boy, you what's going on now? Son, you have to get a little work in it." I say, "Boy, yeah, boy, Pizza Boys." I say, "Pizza Boys, boy." He say, "Yeah." So I went there and worked for a week. Daddy, when I work in, you know, I watching the planes and them. I say, I was real admiring the airport now. I say, "Nah, boy, I want to be next to those planes." So it's at a company called Service here, right? I heard they were high end. Watch, I went and apply one time. But the next week I get through with Service here. I leave Pizza Boys, still in the airport. Still in the airport, you know, and I was what you call a ramp attendant. You know, tagging the bags, you know, that kind of thing. So, still doing music, right? Because I had the hunger for it, right? End up leaving the job, right? Because I wanted to get into music full, right? Artist thing, you know, taking up plenty of my time. And then now, end up going to release a song. There was a producer by the name of Cherry Ince. He was the man who did Home for Carnival for Kevin Little.
Yeah, no, right? Cherry Ince.
Right. Cherry did a song for me called Fireman. How the song go again? I met a girl in a dance as the other day. Actually, me and Gyalin supposed to do this song. I met a girl in a dance as the other day. Just the other day. She tell me she feeling. She's a fire. I try to remember the words of the song. I can't remember. Fireman. I think Black Star got it. Fireman, come and pull on me. Fire. Right. I did this song. Bam. And I went to release this song on 105. So I go on. I meet a man by the name of Chris Boyens. Back then I didn't know who was Chris Boyens.
By Chris Boyens. That's one of my idols too, by Chris Boyens.
Right. I heard the name, but I didn't know him personally. So when I went to 105, I went to Job the City. I asked him, he said, "Come inside now." You know what I mean? Big up Asin Ravi, be on the live. Big up Ravi, be on the live. Top of the line. Chef also. When I went to check him, he's like, "Yo, come inside." So he called me inside, listen to the song. He said, "Right now, the song sounding good." Then he asked me, he said, I asked him, I say, you all taking in any announcers? The man said, "Not really, you know, but here what to do. Do a little demo, right? And submit it." Boy, I leave excited. I go home now. I do a nice little demo. It's had a guy by the name, I don't remember him, Article Songs in Locketa. He passed away now. He died from a heart attack. Right?
Okay. Yeah.
I went by him. I did the demo. I did the demo. Big up to Chrissy. But Chrissy and her mom used to listen to me when I was on 105. That's years ago. Right? And I packaged the demo real nice now. So remember I tell you I was doing like commercials for Fifth Element and that kind of thing? I put it in the ad. I put it in the demo. Brought back the demo the next day for Chris Boyens. In the office, he pressed play on the demo, he listened to the demo, but he had no face expression, boy. You know what I mean? The man had no face expression. So I leave the feeling depressed. I say, boy, I can't get you at all, but the man ain't feeling my vibes, boy. But little that I know, it was the opposite to that, right? So, like, one day passed, and I'd give him my number, and I'd give him Thierry number. Remember, you know, your boy Thierry Griffith.
Yeah, Thierry, right? Yeah.
So, something ended up going wrong with my phone, and he called Thierry, and he tell Thierry, tell RKG come for a meeting, right? So, now it is, I think it is something to do with this song. I forget about the demo, because remember now, he didn't give me no vibes with the demo. So I think he not on me. I think well, it's his song. You know, he want to hear, or he want me to do some interview or something. So just some nice shirt down, pants down, thing nice shoes, and I go on to check Chris Boyens on 105 now. While I walk in the building, the guard direct me. He say, well, go straight down the hall, make a left, make a right. They're gonna be in the office. When I walk in the office now, I meet Chris Boyens and the general manager at the time, a man named Brandon Khan.
Brandon Khan, yeah.
And they were listening to my demo. So I was like, all right, they're listening to the demo, okay. Brandon asked me, the first question he asked me was real simple. It was dog, it was like, he's like, what radio station are you from? I was like, I never worked on radio in my life before. Yeah, nah. Yeah, you never work on radio and your thing song. Yeah, you song better than plenty men on radio right now. I say, all right, I say, thanks, you know, humble. He say, you know how to use the board? I didn't have much shading with the board, right?
Yeah, we have an idea. If you
know
a mixing board or something like that.
Yeah, I had an idea, you know what I mean?
Fake it till you make it, man. Just say yes.
Chris say, yo, you know? I say, yeah, I can move over with it. And the man third question, bro, is when you want to start to work, you know?
Okay.
You ever tell you? And I was 20 going on 21 day. Right? I was 20 going on 21 at that time. I say, well, I ready to work. That was a Wednesday. The man tell me, all right, you'll start graveyard, I'll give you 2 shifts. I'll give you a graveyard Friday and I'll give you a graveyard Saturday.
What? You get big graveyard day, boy?
Watch now, I start the graveyard dog. Yeah. But I go on now. Well, I say, Chris, I need to learn the board a little more. Chris said, nah, come in and sit down on the drive time with me. So what I did, I work with a sketch pad, right? And I drew the board on it and write all the functions now. So the Friday now, I walk back with the pad, put it on the board itself, and I operate it like, you know, back then we don't know Instagram, you know, YouTube wasn't even out, I don't think, at that time, you know what I mean? So I learned how to use the board like that. I remember I told a fellow named Kerbo. I don't even know Kerbo.
Yeah, man.
Right. Kerr was actually there before me, and I asked Kerr, I say, oh, let's take calls. Yeah, you going to take calls on your first night, boy? I say, yeah. Yeah. I taking calls on my first night, right? But I started to take calls and think people have to welcome me. So I work a Friday and a Saturday for a month, right? After working for the month, Chris Boyens come and tell me, he say, here this now, I'm going on vacation, boy. All right, I want to work my drive time. I said, I can't do that. I said, drive time. I said, I 3 to 6. I said, boy, I can't. I don't think I can do that. I know come out of graveyard. I work in graveyard still. Yeah, nah. Yeah, I believe in you. Yeah, make it more than do it. So, yeah, man. Boy.
But what about DJing? But you wasn't DJing, you wasn't mixing on them kind of thing.
Yeah, well, no. Well, here, I was a BPM DJ. I was a BPM DJ. Right? So, I rhythms academics. I could mix, right? But I was no scratch, man. It's just smooth mixing. You know what I mean? Vibes and that kind of thing. And what I couldn't mix, I used to take an ID, play an ID through it.
Right,
Right? But what was great at, what I'm a great selector.
Okay, yeah. The selection is important.
Right. I'm a great selector. And he was like, work it. So I worked this shift for a month, bro. when Chris Bowens came back out, he started to take some calls. You know, think, want to fight, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, how RKG did. First call, I say, hey, boy, RKG do real good, boy. Second caller, yeah, boy, that youth man bad, boy. Third caller, boy, Chris, I feel like I give that man that chair, you know. What? Brandon called me in the office the next day. I remember that. Yeah, Brandon, I feel I want to put here. No, yeah, where's do during the day? I say, well, I leave the work I was working, right? So I'm free. Yeah, well, here we're going on. I feel I want to pay you 12 to 3, which is 12 noon to 3.
Yeah, right? So who chef who was working at chef before? Who chef you take there?
Boy, well, here we're going, right? the man, my brethren, right? The coffee now.
Oh, okay.
Right, the coffee used to work that shift before, and he left that. I think he left for a little while, and somebody was just holding on. Somebody was just holding on the shift, right?
Yeah.
So they end up giving me that shift, the 12 to 3. So
yeah,
Saturday, 12 to 3. Then I used to work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, 7 days a week. You know?
Yeah, like anytime they call it to work, you work.
Daddy,
you get a phone for somebody else and all they're working. Yeah.
Daddy are hungry, you know. I hungry. I working every day.
Yeah,
and then now, we run into Carnival. So men like Randy Glasgow and Cliff Harris and Roy Maraj and them, they love our song on the radio, so they played all the sponsors on my time and Chris time. Right? And let me tell you how dread it used to be. I will work 12 to 3 and do my sponsor hours, and Chris got like 3 to 6 at Wasi or whatever, right?
Yeah.
If Chris income to work, bro, if I'm man at the work Chris shift, right? Let me say the sponsor hour is from 5 to 6, and Chris shift is from 3 to 6, right?
But I come back.
And somebody hold on for Chris. Them telling the man to get up off the chair for me to, I used to feel real bad because announcer, right, on the chair, and them telling me, well, management saying, well, RKP coming in to do that sponsor from 5 to 6.
Yeah, that's thing,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they are just build. But all that time I was singing, you know, so I releasing my songs and I doing my little soca and that kind of vibe and thing. And I just decided one day, I felt as though I'm 21, but I'm working at adult contemporary station, boy.
Oh, okay. 95. So I wanted a more youthful something.
Yeah, I wanted a more youthful something. It's so funny that when I was working there, I remember Kevin Baker had called me. I was working at evening, boy, and Baker, the phone ring, and Baker say, yo, KG, where's the scene, boy? I say, hey, boy, me and O'Brien listen to you right now, boy. We think about coming. I think Boom was Rhythm City at the time. We think about coming Rhythm City. I say, well, I don't mind. I say, but I working every day here.
Yeah.
I think I tell him, I say once the compensation good. I think he and O'Brien was talking once the compensation good, you know, and you know, that was the end of that conversation.
Oh God.
Right? No, only the compensation had to be good for me to leave 7 days to come, you know what I mean?
No, there's no conversation without compensation.
That's right. And I worked there for 3 years, and I felt as though, as I tell you, boy, I want to go on a youthful station, boy. You know what I mean? All my brethren and them, who on Rhythm City, Boom at it, well, 94.1 at the time, who on 96. I said, nah, boy, I on the station, and people like, boy, you real bad, but I feel in here on an urban station. And then I got a call, big shout to Mark Trendsetter again, Abu. He's like, yo, we have an opening on Next 99, you know? But Next 99 at the time wasn't urban as it is now. It was more like a Hot 93 kind of format. They used to play a little dancehall, but it's like Hot 93 playing a little more dancehall and
a little sprinkle,
a little sprinkle. And I started there, you know, and that is how the radio career really, you know.
So when they went by Next 99, what shift you did there?
I used to actually, as they pulled me, they put me on drive time one time.
What you drive time? Okay.
Yeah.
It should be drive time. Yeah, man.
As I was telling you, the 3 to 6, right? So I started working the 3 to 6, And that
was from inception of the new Next 99, like because already 13 years they've been there. But how many years you been with them?
Yeah, well, actually, it's about 15 years, you know.
Okay.
I came to the station, I think, a year and a half or 2 years after the station was out.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, and so was you and who?
When I started, no, Kito Boy, Selector Kito Boy. Kito was my first.
Okay.
Yeah, Kito was my first DJ. We used to do a shift called Road Rules, you know what I mean? Stacey Lyons, I don't remember Stacey Lyons. Stacey Lyons, yeah, Rasta. She used to do the morning show, you know. She used to do the morning show. And, you know, I've been there ever since. I mean, I've gotten, to be quite honest, you know, in the early Slam, you know, I've gotten the opportunity from Slam, you know. I got called from Red, you know, different places, but you know, I stayed there. I still have Next 99.1 FM.
Yeah.
You know, and
Next 99 sounding good, man. The rebranding of the Next 99 and stuff.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Big up to Brian Regis and David Roberts and them fellas and them, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's the radio part of it. Right?
Yeah, man. What about television, by the way? What I could see on TV too. Why you have not, especially working under that TDT banner? How come you have not ventured into TV?
All right, so to be quite honest about that, when I started, because it was CNMG, it wasn't TTT. When I started there, right, I used to do a show called Wired with Stacey Lyons. So I did TV there. I used to do the Wired show. I would host the Soca City, Pavement Lime, if we do any links for TV, anything concerning Carnival I'll do. And my latest stuff on TV I did was with Lisa Wickham on the morning show. All right, for the Carnival season, right? Besides that, I was also, even when I was there, I was still doing stuff with Tempo of the Island.
Right.
So I would travel St. Martin, St. Lucia, Grenada. Like I went and covered Grenada. If you go and type in RKG Grenada, I think it was 2012. Yeah, you would see I went and covered the whole of Grenada Carnival. Right, so I've done TV before, but I understand the question in terms of me doing an actual show, full-time show. You know what I mean?
Yeah, once a week.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, go ahead.
Continue. Yeah.
No, the possibility is there. The possibility.
Yeah, man. I so let's talk about the music now. I mean, you've been dabbling with music all of them throughout. You say it was that link up thing, but when you reach on Next 99, you say you were doing music on Band 105. What would you say was your real breakout song? Like?
Cool. Well, my breakout song came when I started. You can pull it up. You can pull it up on the YouTube. My breakout song started when that was in 2008. I came to Next in 2008. 2009 into 2010. Had a song that Daryl Braxton produced on the Stush Rhythm, Bossa Wine.
Bossa Wine?
Yeah. Bossa Wine was my first, so to speak, hit tune. You know what I mean? On the Stush Rhythm. Yeah.
That was, what do you call it? That dancehall or soca? Dancehall, soca?
Well, boy, that to me, Olatunji and those guys came with stuff like Barra the Taliban, Barra. That was, if you listen my song in the beginning, in that time, I was one of the trendsetters for doing that kind of soca dancehall in my time, right?
Yeah, true, you know?
That kind of soca dancehall. So that song in particular, that was big. You know, it's a treason on the rhythm, and you know, the thing about that song.
Listen to this. Yeah, man. So like you yeah, man, you was doing the Zest Soca before.
Yeah.
You was way ahead of your time, man.
Yeah, boy, I was aware, but you know, they ain't gonna give you everything sometimes, you know. Sometimes they don't give you flowers, right? But I actually started, and I wanna become Tony Prescott, boy, because I'd gotten a little despondent at the time when when I left 105 and I came to Next, right? My career as a radio announcer was going pretty good, but the artist, I find that the artist wasn't really getting that play now. And I met Tony Prescott right outside by Pi, and Tony was big up Swappy on the live. Actually, Swappy that same year, it's so funny that Swappy on the live. That same year, Swappy had got a big song now, a big good song, the Nago Play.
Nago Play.
So that was that same year, right? I met Tony Prescott, and Tony was like, dog, EG, we're gonna with you, you're a real talent, boy. You better than real people, and you on radio and you not record. I said, boy, I don't know, I fed up with that music thing. He said, boy, you're mad, oh. And the man cussed me, dog. The man, watch now. Tony cussed me like a dog. He said, boy, you have too much talent to be wasting that. That same night now, with that kind of cuss again, Braxton, I remember earlier the day Braxton Seaman and Braxton went and buy, I think Hot Shop was at the time on Marlborough Road.
Hot Shop was
right.
There.
And Braxton say, hey, come and check my rhythm for you, boy. So with the cuss I get from Tony now, I say, let me go and check Braxton.
There's some incentive, but you see always good to cuss people. I say, man just cuss people all the time. And that's sometimes cussing is incentive.
I go on by Braxton now. Braxton say, hey, come and hear this with him. I do funny with him and with him go, I say, wait, this with them have a vibe, boy. So I do so, jump in my car. When I jump in my car now, my son mother, right? Name is Keisha now. So that's how I get the name in the beginning of the song. So I started to say, Keisha give me, Melissa give me, Lana give me, Dana give me, Sharon give me, this is the girl pumping time. Be all the girl them pumping wine. And I say, hey, I something here, boy. I say, this sound like a vibe, boy. So I write a verse and a chorus. Braxton come and check by the next day. He listened to it. He said, bad enough, but he's missing one thing. I said, where is that? He said, every time you call her name, say wine. Right? So that's how I get, Keisha give me wine, Melissa give me wine, Lana give me wine. Right? I said, all right. He said, yeah, we're going on. Write the next verse and come. Yeah, that tune bad. Now, here the funny thing. Braxton already released the rhythm. So it had treason on the rhythm with my girl, you blah. It had Tony Matteron on the rhythm with TC. Right? Terry Lyons. Terry had a nice song. With the rhythm there. She had a nice song on the rhythm too. Right? I do so. I kind of frightened now because I say, but the rhythm don't go on out, boy. He's the last man on the rhythm. Braxton do so. When I go on to record the next, Braxton not in the studio. He has some emergency. So he have his little nephew there at the time, a guy named Pencil, Aaron. Pencil. He tell Pencil, record this song. So Pencil say, boy, I go and record this song. So Pencil and Ding Dong was Viking Ding Dong now in the studio. Ding Dong don't talk this. You don't talk this. Before Ding Dong started saying, I am the first person to put Ding Dong on a song. Right? And this, at the beginning of this song, the man was saying, yes, see. That is Ding Dong. Ding Dong. I is the first person to put Ding Dong on a song. So I go on in the studio now and I started saying, Keisha give me, Melissa give me, this is the girl pumping time. Bossa wine. Bam. Do the song now. And I say, boy, is the song missing something? Yeah, Ding Dong. I know Ding Dong wild from long time. Yeah, Ding Dong, God. Give me a little thing now. I say, yeah, what going on? I say, run in the studio. Wait one say. He say, yes, it. Arcade. I say, all right, run in the studio and do an intro for me and ad lib down the whole song. Well, boy, bam now. Ding Dong do so. Ad lib down the song now. Ting. Boy, I go home. Braxton call me next day. Braxton call me say, KG, this is a monster. I say, yeah. I say, you feel so bad. I say, but you don't release the rhythm again. Yeah, man, know what I go and do? I go and pull back the rhythm. Because what happened? He makes my song so good. He makes it better than all the other songs.
All the others, remix them. Yeah, boy.
So he end up mixing over the whole rhythm. Right? Because he didn't want my song to come out and make the other songs.
I know there's some rhythms that used to come out like that, eh? Sometimes, one man song up there, and the next song there, and the next song there.
Yeah. Now, Braxton mixed over the whole rhythm and re-released the rhythm, boy. That is, I ain't gonna lie. That's the fastest airplay I say again, right? Because I bounce into stations now, and all I hear is,
Keisha, give me.
Way tune gone. But when it really hit me, right? Now, before this, at that era, I ain't talk about yet to the link up, eh? I will touch on that just now. But before when it really hit me, right, is when this boy KMC had the band Red, White and Black at the time. Right. And I want to big up KMC, boy, because KMC is one of the artists. I mean, people say all kind of thing about KMC.
KMC help real people out here, boy.
KMC help real artists. KMC is the bounty killer of soca.
Yeah.
All it go, people who screen recording this live and go and post it on whatever platform. Remember, I said Ken Marlon Charles is the bounty killer of soca music.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah,
that brother do so and realize I have a big song. He say, I want you come and do some shows with me. He come and tell me, say, I had this show, that show. He started giving me shows, right? The first show he gave me is a show, I think, in Skinner Park, boy. Right? Yeah. That show now, I do so, I home, thing, I organizing. As a man, always rule solo, bro. Right? That night in particular, after Labridge, and I say, go rule with me to the show. He say, all right, cool. I say, well, you ever going on? We go move about 10 o'clock to the show. Why? Because I go and sleep and knock out. When I get up, it's 10:30. Dog, but good thing as a man is always iron my clothes and bag, jump to the bathroom, ting, run, pick up my bedroom, we go on Skinner Park. While I walking into the stadium now remember with a live band now, if you rehearse with a band, they will have the songs in a certain order.
Yeah, no order. KMC,
right. KMC performing this song. He had a song on the rhythm with Rice going up, Thing going up. Remember that song?
Yeah.
He performing that song, and that's the song right before my song, right?
Okay.
I walk into the compound, run to the stage, and grab the mic in time, bro.
Real star boy, take what you boy.
Real star boy, take one. KMC that introduced me. Hey, think. No, you kind of the voice already think, and I just run out. Keisha give me this is the girl pumping time. Daddy forward. I want to watch you call that ball. Wait, I mean. Yeah, so that was a nice time in my career. Yeah, when it comes to yes, Yeast is in the money.
Let me go before that and talk about the link up time. I mean, how you link up? We'll link up on what
Chinese Laundry, Brian Morris. All right, so Link Up Studios now. I was just a youth after I do the song with Ghetto Flex and Doggy Slaughter. I was just looking around trying to get to know people in the industry, and somebody told me about this guy called Jason Lee who produced the Barnyard Rhythm for Bungie. That is the Uptown Fed, Downtown Fed, you know. So when they say he working 96.1, so I went looking for him in 96.1. The man come outside. That brother is one of the realest brothers, bro. That man.
Yeah, man.
For those who want to know when I say Jason Lee is the man who sing, I want to get
ahead in life. And
here comes the lollipop, man. Right. Yeah, that's Jason Lee, right? So, and he was also a producer, so he was big that year because he had no producer song for Gallon and thing. And I went and checked him and he was like, yo, youth, what is this scene? I said, well, I bring a CD theater here. That was the same song when me and Slaughter and them. He said, come in. He call me in the studio, big studio, you know, nice. He said a nice big studio downstairs and thing. Yeah. He put my CD to play. But as he put my CD, 10 seconds, he want to pull out my CD. And watch my show. I said, go. I said, like he ain't feeling my song, boy. He said, you real bad. That's what he tell me. And from that day, bro, me and that man is brethren up to today. You know what I mean? They send up leaving Link Up Studios, right? And then I got a call from Brian Morris, which is the Shaw's one, all right? So I got a call from Brian, and Brian said, yo, KG, you come back in the studio. I know you still work with G. We'll come back in the studio. We have some projects we want to do now, boy. Right? We have Zan and we have Karen, right? I know Zan and Karen from before. So I end up linking up with them fellas and them, and we started doing some work at Link Up Studios, right? It was like Chinese Laundry Music now. It was Link Up back then, you know what I mean? So he was producing Zan, he was producing Karen, and he was producing myself.
Who's Karen? Who Karen?
Like, Karen, Tim.
Okay.
Tim. Yeah, Tim. You know, Tim was a real singer a long time and we get tapping. When I say a real singer, in terms of, he used to take the music serious as an artist. You know, he was not so much on that whole comical kind of vibe, you know. And I did music there. After doing the music there, I left, right? You know, I felt that I needed some growth. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know, things wasn't going, certain things, to be honest, on the life, certain things wasn't going the way I thought it would have. You know? And I decided to to make that exit. And after I make that exit, that is our, you know, I did my stuff, I end up on radio, and that kind of, just moving forward.
You know, as a man never stick to one genre, right? You think there's a blessing or a curse? I mean, it's good to be creative as an artist, but you're not known for, I mean, you do reggae, you do dancehall, you do soca, you do crossover, you do this, you do that, bam, 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 bam. Do you think that, especially in Trinidad, where, you know, they had a niche market, do you think that affects you? Or?
Yeah, definitely, because you see, with all the proper guidance very important as an artist, right? Like, for instance, the year when I sang that same Bossa Wine tune, right? What I should have done is come back with that song with the same pattern.
Bossa Wine 2. Yeah. That way I didn't think, Bossa Wine 2, Bossa Wine 3.
I didn't understand that. So I came with that slow. No. I came with that slower song. I came with that song called Yali Hold Me Tight Till I'm On Light. Nice song, you know. Nice song, nice vibe. But people wanted to hear another Bossa Wine, to be real. You know what I mean? So to answer your question, I would say yes. Internationally, if you're trying to get an international crowd, it's good to be versatile. But for some reason here, when they try to do too many different genres, people kind of, because people want to hear 3 of the same song for the next 3 years. Right? I really didn't understand that, right? But I don't regret doing it in the sense that it made me artist of a bigger catalog of music, a variety of style, right? Because now it's our people outside of Trinidad accepting the same songs that Trinidad didn't accept.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You get a lot of love from Africa. You get a lot of love from Africa that people don't know you and all like that. I don't think you publish it as much or let us know that much. But tell us how you got that Africa link.
All right, with Africa. Well, the Africa link came on the heels. All right, so after Onyx 99 doing the music, continue to do the music, doing songs, doing music videos. I actually did I did my first album called Caribbean Born. That was signed to VP Music, which is a sub-label to VP Records. And through them, they had a Grammy nomination, and I got a Grammy consideration. That was like 4 or 5 years ago, right?
Yeah.
After that, I was asked to stay out in the US for like about 3-4 months. But I couldn't do it because I didn't have the funding to do it, to be quite honest.
Yeah, that's something you have to do. You have to. If you want to already out there, you have to be out there.
They want me to stay out 3 to 4 months, and I had to come back home because I had to get my bread home. So it was like I didn't have the financial, because as an artist to stay out 3 months in the US. It's money. You know what I mean?
So they wasn't willing to put you up somewhere. You couldn't talk to them. They just tell you come up there and you had a friend for yourself.
No, all they were doing is marketing in terms of hooking up interviews, linking it with certain people. But you had to fit your bill to stay, right? At the time I couldn't do it, right? So I had to come back home, right?
Yeah.
The album still up. Anybody on your life to go check it out. It's called Caribbean Born. It's all on the all digital platforms.
Do you think things would have changed if you had the opportunity to do that? Things would have been different for you. I can't see that some people, even if you had to be a vagrant on the street, sleep on the street, it'll be out there by qualifying.
Yeah, but I'll tell you something too. I had to come back for my kids.
Okay.
So it's like, our kids, I had to come back for my kids. I couldn't just do and say, boy, I'm going outside and that's going on. Yeah, I had to come back for my kids. So, all right, let me give you a joke, right? It's so funny that you say that. If you go on YouTube and you type in RKG VP Records, you will see me singing in VP backyard.
Yeah, you can't find it.
Right. Myself and Dexter Daps was riding.
Okay. Wow. That was early Dexter Daps.
Early Dexter Daps had Shabba Motherpot, right? Watch what Dexter Daps is today.
Right.
So I think that could answer your question, because if these people rate me so much, right, to put me alongside men like Dexter Daps, and we see what Dexter Daps is today, right? It could have been a reality where, I could have been on that level.
I would not be talking to RKG right now.
No, man, always humble, man. You know what I mean? Always humble. So that, and then now, I decided, I say, you know what, let me do a new album, right? And I came up with the Centric album, right? You was at our launch, you sing at our launch also, right? Nice little turnout at the Government Plaza. And the vibe after our launch was actually to do a little tour in the US. And the pandemic come on it.
COVID.
But you know how that goes. Yeah. COVID come and mash up that. That was in 2019. Very good. Yeah. COVID come and mash up that, can't travel. You know what I mean? So that was it there. But it never stopped me from doing music. So even when the COVID hit, you realize I was still producing music, still doing a lot of, you know, work with Nice Station, Wizkid.
Yeah, but the Africa, we're talking about the Africa now, the Africa link.
Right, so that is where I'm going. So I got a little frustrated, bro, because after spending money out of your pocket to do an album, right?
A whole album,
a whole album, on money out of your pocket to do an album, man. Then now pandemic come on it and that's sour your vibes. I see what going on where I say like this thing not from you. Let me just forget about this, eh? And then I went on Facebook and I ended up with an African group now. And I just posted anybody want drops or my music, inbox me. And I DJ inbox me and ask me for my music. And I email my music to him. And when I get an email from me, I automatically get my personal phone number. He ended up doing so, messaging me on WhatsApp and put me in a group with a lot of different African DJs. And bro, them and them they start to share my music, share song like this song. Pass me the light and make me burn down Babylon. Be a smoke the ice. They like that. They love that song, boy. They love that song. Kenya love that song. You know, Zimbabwe. You know, they love the Spanish dancer too. And I figure they love the Spanish dancer because it have an Afrobeat vibe to it now. You know? Yeah, it's have an Afrobeat kind of vibe to it. So they're loving the Spanish dancer. That's different songs. That's I mean
they accept the variety out there. They accept it out there.
Yeah, they accept it. They accept they on music, you know.
Yeah.
They on music. They're not on one style of music. They want to hear an artist and what the artist have to offer. And they want to hear the artist with the same style right shoe. You know what I mean? So they just accept the music and right now I just continue to produce music and send music out there and hopefully within a time and with visiting motherland. If you know go with God.
But you've been approached by people out there to come out and thing, you know?
Yeah. You know, some promoters already call me and they're really interested in having Mark Ross there. You know, so I tell them, you know, let the catalog build in the meantime and you'll make it happen.
All right. Well, in terms of well, I know both of us being on radio and being an artist and stuff. So a lot of people feel that it's easy for you when you're an artist and you're doing radio. You know what I mean? What are your thoughts on that?
Boy, is the furthest from the truth. Is the furthest from it. Should be at this discussion all the time. People perception is that all right, you're an artist, you're on radio, you're an artist, you could play your own song and blah 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 blah. Trust me. You know, it's have a lot. Well, yeah, true. It's have a lot. I could talk about the industry and the music and the people buying the music, but people tend to, when you talk about stuff like that, people tend to say, boy, this one better, he better. You know what I mean? It's just facts, right? The industry is one that is a crab in a barrel industry, straight out. You understand? I say that without apology. I have interviewed nearly every artist, right? And we have a lot of mini artists. We have very few artists that say, you know what, I'm trying to give artists a break. You understand? Likewise, you. When you was working Boom, I know personally you used to play new artists. Myself, I have a segment on my show called Who's Next, where I feature different artists every day. How many guys on radio doing that? You know what I mean? So back to the where you said it is hard for us because not everybody wants. I remember urban is competitive. I work in one urban station, right? It's competitive. Not everybody wants to see a shine, bro. You understand? So, you know, people have also a perception. But if you come with a good song and go and play, they can't hold you back, bro. Let me tell you something. How many good songs you release, Beast?
Many. I release one right now.
Right. You know what I mean? So right now we just loving life. Right now that is the mission.
But this song here, I Have Rastafari, I think is one of your greatest works thus far. This one.
Yes.
I love this. Yeah, boy. One thing that thing with it is Armando hit the ground, but I always tell you that like this.
Yeah.
This to me,
boy.
yeah, this to me should be where Marlon Asher Ganja Planter is, right?
Yeah.
Marlon Asher Ganja Planter was on the ground for like a year and something.
Yeah, you know, funny. It's funny that you say that you was the first man to tell me that. And a man recently watched man tell me, say, Dan, let me tell you something, no gas up thing, but your song, I Rastafari Legalize It, is the next Marlon Asher Ganja Planter, right? But I think another thing with this song too, because artists was telling me the other day, boy, he and some men end up in an argument because the two Rasta men were saying, boy, is a Rasta man sing that song and another man saying, no boy, it's KG. So a lot of people didn't know I sing this song. So that's another thing too.
I don't smoke too. You don't smoke too.
I mean go there, right? I'm occasional smoker, but listen, right?
Okay.
So check it out. I remember going to a show, right, with Million Voice and Ice Tasha. That was in Arima, right? A brethren, Lion. He actually invited me to the show, right? So I go on to sing this song, the same I Rastafari, right? Now people know this song because I mean you know Boom real big in the East. They know stranger to that. Boom is a big station in the East, and Boom used to real play this song, right? Thanks to you and Shane, right? So men performing and sing, right? Now the lights off on the stage, right? And it's my time to sing. So they give me the mic and they take out the lights and things. So I start to sing, legalize it. And I say, pass me the light to make me burn down Babylon. We are blaze the ice gray. Now nobody seen me, right? Yeah. Daddy, when I run out of stage, I only seen lights, right? When I run out of stage and the lights come on. You know when people see a ghost? People like
Daddy man who's in that song there?
It's a baller sing that tune, boy.
Oh, you should have put a Rasta wig, boy.
Well, I can't baller sing that tune, boy. So
yeah, boy.
Look. Damn if you do, damn if you don't. Music is music. Hey, Collie Buzz, look, Collie Buzz. Finally, the herbs come around.
Collie Buzz are kind of white boy from Bermuda, so I mean,
guy.
He get pass. Even Sean Paul and thing too, so he get kind of pass. It's with soca, in terms of soca, you dabble in the soca, then and there. I mean, you always have your multi-pumping.
Yeah, that was all. Yeah.
Oh, they got alright, I don't care what they say. Move out of the way. I come out here to party. I ain't going nowhere. What's happening? Multiple vibes with multiple drinks. Have multiple girls with multiple men. I ain't come here to play. Defense in a day. I come here to get over. I ain't going nowhere. What's happening? Multiple vibes with multiple drinks. Have multiple girls with multiple men. I give you what I want.
Yeah, boy.
Multi-pumping, boy.
Multi-pumping. That was Advocate, boy. Before anybody started to really work with him,
Yeah.
He was now coming out. Yeah. You know? That is one of my more popular soca songs, though, yeah.
Then you see what your Yellow Devils? Blue Devils or Yellow Devils? Blue Devils.
Next level.
Next level. So it's about to buy. Like this, boy.
Yeah.
What people say? Welcome back. We don't take. We go shell down. We go shell it down. When we touch down, we go mash down. We go round down. When we shell it down flat. No devils, next level devils. We lost you down from a distance. We know. We know the fire. Into our hands. Next
Next level devils, boy.
Big up them fellas, boy, from
Yo,
Parliament, boy.
them, boy, don't tell us some of them fellas on them, eh? Them fellas on them are somebody really. You see, Parliament, boy? Parliament's so sweet, boy. Anybody who on this life, and anybody who know anybody from Parliament, tell them RKG's Parliament is one of the sweetest places, boy. Them people are them.
That's a different world up there.
But I have a genuine kind of love. When I go up there, they treat me like a king. You know what I mean?
Boy. Yeah, boy.
Yeah, boy. That's love, you know. Big up to Stefano Macano and the rest of them, Blue Devils and the rest of the team, boy. So that was a nice project that we did. You know, that is a project that we did. We had another project before that. I don't want to go and talk about that project. Yeah, that I'll leave that there. You know what I mean? So that, and as I tell you, that's loving life right now.
Yeah, man, yeah. There's a nice one here there too. This one did come back a little bit on the urban radio. They love this.
Yeah, boy. I forget that one.
I forget about it, boy.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, and I keep telling you, this what they want. This was like a bossa wine too, you know?
Yeah. Actually, you know, it's so funny that you just mentioned that song. Again, I still run with that song when it came out. That was
yes,
3 years now. Or 3 years, 4 years. Yeah. Me and Bravo was on that rhythm. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah,
guys, like,
Bravo, right.
It has certain songs, like when I go and I sing live, that there's must pull for. That is one. That is one for sure. It's so funny that I was talking to our Virginia, and you see that. How come when you perform and you don't perform bossa wine, boy? You know, really, I just perform that song, and that was one of my.
When your son, your signatures, boy.
Yeah, boy. Funny enough. You know.
Yeah.
So it's all good.
So,
you know, big up.
So tell us about the Love Life. The Love Life. How did the Love Life come about that project? I mean, I know you dedicated it to Gotti and things, but what made you went all out to this Love Life?
Yeah, the Love Life. The Love Life is bro. I was like, all right, so I had a link with the Africans and them. I have a few collaboration coming with artists from Africa, from Nigeria, from Zimbabwe, from Kenya, right? So I have a few collaborations coming, and I said to myself, I got the instrumental, and I sent it to a few bridges. I said, well, if I should sing on this instrumental, boy, and they were like, but I hear that wicked girl tune, but I wasn't feeling that girl vibes. At that time, we in a pandemic. We seen people dying. We seen the crime just sky high. And I said, boy, I not going to sing no Brockout the wine shoe no, boy. I feeling like I need to sing something inspirational, right? And even when I was saying that, you know, like some months before that, my friend, my brother, Leroy Thomas Gotti had passed, right?
Yeah.
Right? Gotti had passed. Somebody wants to
real people on the right, so big up, I see Johnny Bravo there, big up Clyde the Outlaw. I mentioned Clyde the Outlaw, Napoleon. You can't talk third base without talking Clyde the Outlaw. So big up
big up Clyde. You know, funny enough, Clyde, I want to big up Clyde too, boy. Because, I mean, we don't talk very often, but Clyde is one of the DJs in my career. For sure, he RKG some play in the mix, you know what I mean? So I'm grateful.
Man.
Yeah? Back to the conversation of the Love Life. Gotti passed, and Gotti always used a hashtag called Love Life. If you go on his Instagram page, every video he did, you will see at the end, Love Life now. And I remember when the brother was on his last, because his brother was very popular. But even on his last, he didn't see a lot of people. And that you know, that is good. You know, a lot of people are wrong here. Yeah, you know, a lot of people are wrong here when everything nice and when things on the low. There's a reason why I am how I am now. People don't say all kind of thing about me. I'm an introvert, right? I don't like too much because when you really need people, where are they? When you really need people, so you have a whole set of friends, everything, you're popular, everybody on the boat right now. But when you really need people, where are they? So I really rather stay by myself. I get pleasure in being by myself. When Gotti was in his prime, how many people was around him?
Everybody got from copper shot, you know, Gotti was the man.
When Gotti went down, because Gotti had cancer, there's no shame in saying that he had cancer. He died from cancer, right? When Gotti was on his last, it's his mom, right? right? And a few people was by his side at the time, very few, right? Including myself. You know what I mean? And I remember going and seeing him the last time I saw Gotti. He was like, bro, you know, we are real work to do, boy. Because we was working, we had music videos. He did my Spanish dancer music videos. And he had believe him, man. If it's one thing, that brother was like, yo, you could be the next big thing in music. You know, a lot of people, you're real underrated, but I reach, you know. You know, so he was like, bro, we have a lot of music to do still. But like at the same time, when he was telling me that, he know like he was going. You know what I mean? So he tell me, say, I always remember this, he say, I feel it was some coconut water, boy. I say, serious? So I say, I'm jumping in my car, so I jump. It was in Diego Martin. I went driving around to see if I get it. I didn't get it, so I ended up getting a bottle. I bring it back to him, drink the bottle of water and thing. And he talking to me, he say, I don't want to ever give up. Never give up. Keep going hard. Think. He say, I have a son into music. You know, see what you can do to help him. Right? I say, no problem. And however, and I tell him that was like a Monday. I checked him. I say I'll come back and check here like the Friday or the Saturday. And it so happened that when I left, right, like you know, you just get that kind of vibe now. I feel like that was my last time I seen him, but I really didn't want to accept it. But Saturday morning self, he passed this Saturday morning. You know what I mean? Yeah. And moving forward, when I was writing this song, I felt as though at the time with all the people dying and the pandemic and COVID, and I felt as though I needed to attribute to him, and also at the same time do something that the people would feel about it. Yeah. And I started writing, and I came up with the melody. Them don't know my pain, my struggles and my gain. Every time I fall, Father God make me rise again. And then again, let me tell you about life. I say, hey boy. Say, nah boy. Yeah, man. Yeah.
Father God bless me, no I can't testify. I let me tell you about life. Every time that I walk, God pick me up, yeah. I let me tell you about life. Every time that I stumble, God make me humble, God keep me humble. So
never give up. Good song, good message, boy. Do you think this song is getting justice? Or has gotten justice?
Brutally answer you. The people who want to hear the song right now, but overall, right, like the song I released the song about 2 months, going on 3 months, about 3 months already, right?
August 28th, August.
Right. So the song have like about almost 6,000 views, which is really not enough of views for a song like that and a video like that. But you have to keep in mind that I only have about 500 subscribers, because I recently, as an artist, to be quite honest, I recently started taking the subscribers thing on YouTube seriously, only recently. So my subscribers is only about 500 people, right? So the subscribers has a lot to do with your views also, right? Okay. You gotta keep that in mind, right? So that, but generally, to say from the radio stations and overall, no, I don't think the song get any love it deserves. You know what I mean? We're loving the song, but to come and say, yeah, boy, Love Life get any love, it is not. You know what I mean? But I think it's one of those songs that's gonna last a lifetime, right? And it's gonna reach weight after reach.
Yeah, man. Definitely. Well, like you say, never give up. No?
Yeah, can't give up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, what is in the future for what's next for RKG? What's in the future for RKG?
All right. Well, right now we in the soca time. So Love Life is universal. I'm pushing my album, which is the eccentric album. You know, there are a lot of nice songs on the album I'm pushing. I want to do a movie, right?
Okay.
A movie is in the making sometime. I have a song.
What is the movie about? What the movie is gonna be about? Can you say?
The movie is gonna be about people that suicidal.
Oh.
Right. The movie is gonna be. I mean, is a taboo. It's something that people do really like to touch, right? But is something I think we need to face as people So I don't want to let out too much about the song or the movie. There's a soundtrack for the movie already.
Right.
But it's about people that has depression, right? But it just basically showing you in the movie that no matter how hard things get, you can get over depression, right? So that is the focus of the movie itself. You know, so we're looking to work on that next year, God's Spare Life and Goodwill. And in terms of me and the music, I'm working on a new soca right now. Big up to Mel Beats.
Hey, you're going by Mel Beats?
What? Go. Hey, you go love me now. Love. So you alone must go by Mel Beats.
I'm a producer, boy.
Daddy, hey, you started working Mel Beats after me, you know. How long you working Mel Beats?
Yes, boy.
Nah, brother. You started working Mel Beats after. We don't give you that. Don't give you that. But you know, Mel Beats
yeah, man, that boy, man.
Yeah, Mel Beats have a nice song that I like, you know what I mean? And I figure, I said to myself, you know what, I want to do something that, Chad, we not going to have no big parade, we not going to have no, you know, so it's not no thing for the road. It's something, right? It's something that people could just have a time with. So I have a nice thing I'm working on, and that is it. But other than that, I mean, you know, I must give my contribution as an artist, right? Soca is we thing, right? So I'm not gonna say, boy, you know, I want to take a break and then after no.
But don't worry, even though you don't know Carnival, it's still the dog fight, you know, the dog fight still there, you know. I know Carnival is still at the dog fight, so you know.
Who's the dog on them?
Business as usual.
Who's the dog on them? Who's the dog on them?
All the hard-working dogs, man. Big up all my dogs, man.
Yeah, boy. Yeah, but that's it moving forward. So it's just a good vibes. I mean, tonight, I want to say big shout out to the people that came to the live and passed to the live tonight. We didn't have any special guests tonight. We basically spoke about our journey in music. You know what I mean? Our journey in music, you know. I want to take the time out to big up to Red Spaniard. Red Spaniard is you know, he just meet one of them fellas and them that are real supportive, bro. You see that?
Real supportive on my head. I could send Red Spaniard my music, boy, and he wouldn't delete it and think, okay, yeah, he's a good fella, boy.
If we have 2 DJs on each radio station like Red Spaniard, we get more hits, you know. We get more songs playing. Oh, Red Spaniard is a good one, bro.
Paul, they put him to work every day now. Put him to work every day now. Put him to work more. You working Saturday, working Friday evening alone. Oh God, one shift.
It's Friday. You can start.
Yeah, you man working Friday 6 to 9. Like I know the man better than you.
Let me bring him money live. Let me bring him money live.
Come and work every day now, man.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, and big up this live here too. I mean, we started this live. This year we started the live. We had some pretty interesting guests. Hey, come Mr. Campari, boy.
Campari, boss.
Easy.
Yeah, man, just cool, man.
Good. We just beginning up now because sometimes, you know, we don't get a lot of genuine people like yourself, and I know publicly a lot of times, and that's an issue too. A lot of times we don't give people the ratings and we don't give them the love and respect, right?
Yeah.
There's a lot of fake people in this industry.
Oh, yeah,
You know that.
That's true.
Yeah, man.
Right. It's a lot of people, plastic smile, right? Wolves in sheep clothing, right? It's so funny that I was actually reading something, a quote I saw recently, right, on Facebook, and it was a fire. What do you call it, boy? Is a firefly? Is a firefly? Is it name?
Yeah, firefly.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. The firefly was having a conversation with a snake, right?
Yeah.
So the firefly was asking the snake, am I part of your food chain? The snake say no, right? And then the firefly say, what have I done you? The snake said, nothing. So the firefly said, so why do you want to devour me? You know what the snake say? Because I don't like to see it shine.
Ah, boy. Wow, look at
right?
That's serious thing.
So the moral of the story is, don't matter, you ain't bound to do anybody anything, bro. People are going to come after you.
That's true.
Right?
That's true.
So to tie it back in what we're talking about, when I meet genuine people like Red Spaniard, brother, there's always come, you know, he's a man could take constructive criticism too. A lot of DJs can't take that. A lot of men in the business cannot take that. Right?
And I welcome.
He's a man willing to learn, and he had that kind of good vibes about him. So I want to say,
I really didn't know Red Spaniard from you know, from I didn't know him, nothing. But anytime I send him music, send him an email, he man shout, you always show me that respect on him. You know what I mean? Thanks a lot for that. You don't know. That means a lot. That means a lot, you know?
At the end of the day,
you
know
it means a lot.
At the end of the day, I always go with something. I always put in my hashtag, always support local talent, because at the end of the day, if we don't support our own talent, who gonna support it?
Yeah. Reality. Look at this, right? Spaniard is a man that I could tell you. I know Spaniard about a year now, right? Spaniard about a year?
Yeah,
a year, right? And I thought fellas I know years and not supportive like Spaniard. They don't give that support because my cousin Kevin on the life here, right? They don't give that support, and support is very important. You know what I mean?
Why you think that is? Why you think that is though? I mean, like you have some men would rather see somebody else drive a BMW than to see RKG drive one.
Boy,
to be honest, I know it's the same question too.
I think we don't like boy. I think you see, if I tell you something, bro, I don't have a jealous. No, this is serious. I don't have a jealous bone in my body. You know what? I would say if I see Bass doing something and I like what Bass doing, or I find Bass moving up, I am inspired by what Bass is doing. Not jealous of what Bass is doing.
Exactly.
Is inspired in the sense that, hey, Bass doing some Red Spaniard get through something. I do not have a jealous bone in my body. I can't comprehend jealousy. You understand where I'm coming from? But it goes back, not to get too biblical, but it goes back to the Bible. Watch the Bible. Watch the beginning of the Bible, Adam and Eve, right? Watch this from watch Judas. Who was Judas? Is Jesus.
True.
Right? Watch again, watch Delilah and Samson. God tell Samson, he say what? Your strength is in your hair. Do not tell anybody where your strength is.
True.
Right?
Yeah, when I read one boy, oh gosh, boy, come on,
Samson get wussy whip. Samson get wussy whip and tell Delilah. Yeah, Delilah, the strength is here. He sleep away, he cut. So deception is from the beginning of time. That is not going to stop. That is not going to stop. Right? The only way you can save yourself from deceitful people is to distance yourself from them. If you have to work with them, you have no choice, right? If you have to, if they live, you have family that is deceitful, and sometimes in your own house, I have family that is deceitful, in your own house,
Very honestly.
So you just have to find a way to maneuver yourself.
Yeah, that's kill them with love, That's the word. That's the worst thing that hurt them the most. Kill them with love. I know going to show somebody back the same bad that you show me, I'm going to show them back that. I see, I tell you how normal was the scene. Hey, you are beer? We're going to drink a beer quick. I have no time for them bad mind thing, You have one life to live in this world. I don't miss that.
Yeah. Abe said something earlier, and I want to kind of elaborate a little more about it. What you were saying. We started this life, and it's so funny that we, for the longest while, be saying, well, KG, let me do something. We didn't know what we was going to do. We started this life, and it's something that, we stayed committed to over a few months now, right? And the life has been, a lot of people. Bro, I was to tell Bass too, a lot of people in work, certain people, they just had a DJ groups and things. Certain people had other groups, and men come back and tell me, bro, people are loving the life, they're loving the file, it's very informative, they like the guests, they like the conversations on the live, they love it. You know what I mean? We ain't getting no million views right now, but I think I say slow and steady. I believe everything is within a certain time. A baby step, you know what I mean? And it's a few months now within the live. Yeah. This edition of live is the final live until next year, please God.
Serious? I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
Take a break for the Christmas, but
yeah, take a break for the Christmas. You know what I mean?
Yeah, big up God is Asha the live. Everybody was partially live throughout the years now, and of course Spaniard always there every week. You know what I mean? We appreciate that. So we appreciate your boy Spaniard, boy. You know what I mean?
Thanks, I appreciate that.
Another thing too, with our people, don't even be on the live and let's go back and look at the live. You know?
Okay.
Nah, and people, if I miss the live, I go and tell kids, just say,
it has certain what is in the game. Have other accounts just come on the other accounts and look at the live too.
All that? Wow.
They want to be seen looking at me live now. Was it already?
As you been a DJ and thing and as an artist and thing, right? You know that's some. What do you have advice to the artist and thing? I mean, to get, you know, the music had a sound good and it's a vibes and that kind of thing. But in terms of getting your music played, you know, all artists has asked, boy, what does give a music play, boy? What them DJs does be looking for, boy? What DJ does be really looking for in a song?
I would say the hook line. Yeah.
Hook.
And it must be able to build the vibe with the crowd as well too, the arguments.
But yes, but you on radio, you see it, you know, crowd and arguments on it. That's some songs
from our radio perspective.
For radio. That's some songs, you know, think for radio. You know, that's another thing. DJs had to learn it, have radio songs and that party song. We are no party now to play anyhow. So, you know?
God, Sasha says the rhythm.
Yeah, the rhythm, yeah, people like it. Yeah. Rhythm, the lyrics thing. But what about how popular do DJs look at, you know, how much views this thing have? This thing had to be trending. Because back in my days, I didn't have no trending thing and no views thing and this. A good song is a good song and we play a good song. But sometimes it seems these days a song could be a good song. And then a lot of DJs now waiting to hear other DJs play. Are you one of those DJs who want to wait to hear a song played to know it's a good song?
Once I find a song good, I go and play it. I'm the type of DJ, I like to go out the box.
Watch. Look, Spaniard means saying Spaniard on the live here. Spaniard is the first man to take up Love Life and go and play it on a live.
Okay.
You understand? Spaniard take up the song and play it on a live. It's about a lot of men who won't do that. You understand where I'm coming from? You understand? Because they might say, it's have to have 1 million views for that to get played on my live or my show or whatever. And people still think like that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what? Once you hear a good song is a good song.
You see, Goddess Asha say Love Life bus in the UK, right?
Okay.
BBC, ting, and check it out. So, you see, you're getting more love outside than here.
Another else sad.
Yeah. And when you think per second, beast, right? No. It's have a lot of music. Now, obviously, radio stations cannot play all the music. Let me be real. There's no the amount of music that is coming out, but it's not just about radio anymore.
No.
A lot of songs getting big just off YouTube, off TikTok. It have different avenues now to use, right? No, but if you think if we had more artists being manufactured, and when I say manufactured, you know what I mean, right? How you think soca would have been today? If we were having the same amount of artists coming out like dancehall music or getting the love as dancehall music, I think soca would have been huge today.
Yeah.
What you say about Abyss?
Well, I think the soca thing. I heard Tim say something. I remember when I think you was listening when they was having the whole discussion about the soca and thing. I think I was listening that morning.
That morning, yeah. I wasn't there, I was in the car.
Oh, yeah, well, he was here. But I think he made a contribution or something. But everybody, the thing is, like, America is so big or Canada is so big. You don't know, you might know Drake, you might hear Drake, see Drake, but you can't see Drake in the grocery or Jay-Z in the grocery and thing. But you can see RKG in the parlor, in the grocery, in the party. I might know him and thing. And then we have this, everybody in Trinidad feel is a star. So the way people will support you, like when they're further away from you, people don't support you close to you, know what I mean?
Yeah.
You wouldn't believe, Brave Boy and myself had the same discussion last night.
Yeah. The further away you keep from people, it's like they'll support you more. Like they can't touch you now. Like can't touch this. You know, so you're not supposed to see if Trinidad wasn't so small and you see artists and you know where this one living and that one living and that one come out. Yeah, I know I want to go with ting. You know what I mean? Boy, tell what boy. That's the kind of attitude we have here.
But to my surprise, though, right? To my surprise, and anybody that want to come on the live right now and feel free to come on the live. We could bring one more person on the live. Well, not one more, but we could bring somebody right now on the live. Feel free to come on the live, right? So funny that I was having the discussion with somebody who was very, or I should say, boy, popular in the industry. He has contributed a lot to music in the industry, right? Yeah. And he was telling me this Fidong thing, or this so-called, what they might call mafia in the industry, that didn't start now, you know. He said that they send Sparrow and Shadow and Kitchener and them time, you know.
Yeah.
He tell me that they since that time, you know.
Yeah, man.
Probably people.
Yeah, some are coming from.
People was now get more familiar with it. No.
Right.
Yeah, they blatant now. It don't right blatant. Now,
yeah.
I mean, yeah.
The only difference now, as I say, we have TikTok, we have Instagram, but I'll tell you something like that because it have real songs. All right, like long time our radio station might tell you, boy, the song need to be mixed or mastered properly, right?
Properly, yeah.
But there are songs now that are becoming popular on TikTok and men explain it on radio.
Men doing songs out of the bedroom and putting it out there.
No, sure, and the production real poor.
And it poor.
You
understand? So standard is another thing too. Goddess Asha from UK say many people wanted to know who is RKG when the song was played in UK. Crowd love it. You know what I mean? So yeah, all right. Let me give you a perfect example. I know if that ever happened to you be spoken radio. Anybody ever call your messenger and say, PS, we know you sing all them tune? You ever get that?
Yeah. After last night I was on a live and people was singing and say, boy, you sing this tune, you sing that tune. If I run down my catalog for people, you know, they have a lot of tunes. So no, a lot of I just guess sometimes they know DJs might go back in the 90s and they might want to play my Make Me Feel High. The other day that DJ, he was playing the pigtail rhythm. He didn't play my song and me and Destron the pigtail rhythm, you know. But it's good. It's good. It's good to have you know, DJs to bring back your songs and then nice something
Yeah. But true. What happened? So the reason I asked that question, a man happened to a man sent a voice note on the radio station when I was on here today and say that was playing bangana. Somebody, bro, Marvin, you are playing the background?
Turn on that thing, bro.
Yeah, turn on the music.
It's good to have hold on. Bring back your
Yeah, fix up.
Yeah. Nice, thanks.
I got you running on my motherfucking monitor and this.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, right. So that was going on. So a man messaged you radio station today, right? The man say, KGM, boy, me don't know you are all them tune on them. I say it's only 2 songs you sing. So even here in Trinidad, there are people that don't know your catalog of music.
But I mean, it's on your part too. You ought to let people know and do what you can do. I mean, it works hand in hand. You ought to do what you ought to do. DJs ought to do what they ought to do. So it's only so much we could do. You know what I'm saying? Everybody ought to play their part.
What you see, Marvin? What you see, vibe?
Boy, Saturday was an experience, boy. Digicel mashed me up and didn't give us the bandwidth that we needed for the live stream. You know what I'm saying? But it was a first, you know what I'm saying? And February different. But you see the vibe that y'all talking there? That's you know I've been pushing that in your DMs, homie. You see that crab in the barrel, that crab in the barrel mentality, horse? We have to come away. You see what I doing? I sell food. I have a studio. We just do visuals. But I sharing chromatics thing. I sharing your thing. I sharing I sharing everybody thing because I can't eat all the food. Serve everybody as a pizza man and a food service man. I can't serve everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
People ain't understanding. There's enough food for everybody to eat, boy. Real talk.
Yeah.
Enough food for all of us to eat, dog. We just have to combine. And that shit goes all the way back to Willie Lynch and the motherfucking making of a slave. That's some deep shit.
Yeah.
And
That's some deep thing because all right, as I mentioned that, right? I'm sure everybody here watch Django.
Yes, sir.
You remember the guy, the slave that was in the house?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yes, how many people we know right that way?
Yeah, boy, real house Negroes, ass lickers, you know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying? Too much.
No.
Pardon
If you watch Django, right? You watch Django and you remember the slave that was in the house. He felt as though he was better than the slave in the plantation, you know. He didn't realize
he's still a slave.
He's still a slave, you know? And that is the mentality of a lot of people in society, how they think.
Let me get a piece of American literature here, right? I grew up there, right? Now, the cracker, right? Who they call the cracker in the shit, right? Is the man who cracking the whip. And the cracker really wasn't the white man. The cracker was the slave that was cracking the whip on his brother man to get her up. You know what I'm saying? Same crap. That's the real cracker. When I was living in Atlanta and Orlando, right? We referred to white people as crackers, right? But the black people didn't even understand who the real cracker was. The real cracker is the black man who's selling out the black man to get ups and be in favor with the fairer skin. You know what I'm saying?
We have plenty of that going on right now. Plenty of that going on.
Space, too much, boy. Too much. We have to break this. And I was telling all you in that last time that I'm alive.
But let me ask you something, right? Yeah, that's right. And this is for everybody on the live, and anybody can answer, right? A lot of times we talk about the problems, right? And we know the problems are there, right? But what is the solution to break that mentality?
Thank you, nigga. Thank you. Horse, we just beat up. You see the man who just be in the bar and grumbling. Yeah, I talked about it earlier on the live, horse. All them fellas that they grinding. Where are the solutions?
Exactly.
I agree with you. Boy, what's the solution? Go ahead.
I wanna put that question to Beast. Beast is a man that can be very controversial already, and he just stop.
What's the solution?
Yeah,
what's the solution to stop the crab in our barrel?
Yeah, a lot of time we talk about the crab in a barrel. We talk about the guy that's in the house as a slave that feels he better than the slave in the plantation. And in society, we see a reflection of that in society today with people. We see that with people at the workplace, people in the neighborhood, people, your friends, sometimes, you know, your family members. How could we break something like that?
I have no idea, man. That's one thing I'm clueless about. Absolutely clueless. I think we are, if it just, I will come back to the word love. Yes, if we just love each other and want to see, so like, I want to see Black Spaniard, you know, expand and thing with the Campari and get you own thing and this and that. I just want to see him rise above and do more and do more. You know what I mean? I want to see you do more. I want to see this brother do more. I love to see people, you know, anytime anybody around me, the first thing I just ask, boy, it's only one job you have, boy. What are you doing here? I know side hustle. What are you doing, boy? And it could be man, woman. I just want to see people do more. I love that. I love that about people. So if we have more people, just want to see people do more, you will want to help. You know what I mean? That's it.
Yeah, but let me tell you something, man. To get up with Beast, and admire, it have men, even DJ Q by us, admire. He's a little youth. He's a man that's on the grind now, boy. I remember, Beast is a man used to come and sell purse, woman handbag, woman panty, at the end of the base, and no shame in the game.
Even when I stush in the bush, when I travel and thing, every time I travel, I coming back with my suitcase, I selling thing, woman thing, because, I mean, I'm traveling for free, and I get to buy thing and make money too. And you know what? All that money right now sit down in the bank, and people COVID going broke.
Hey, I have a segue. I was what you call it? I was going through my archives here, right? And I pull up our RKG track from way back, horse. I pull up school here with Don Romeo. You remember that track, horse?
Play it for me. Let me hear it. Play it for me. Wow. Oh, that lost.
girls in the dance. Oh, yeah. Girl, I wanna flex with you, girl. I wanna make love to you, girl. I wanna get next to you, girl, all night long, girl. Girl, I wanna flex with you, girl. I wanna make love to you, girl. I wanna get next to you, girl, all night long, girl. I'll be watching how you're shaking on the dance floor. Booty moving on the get up in your pants off.
Can you get the second verse here?
Yeah, well, I listen.
The way you move your waist tantalizing, and the way you oh Lord, she rock now.
This is what? 2003, 2004.
I wanna make love to you.
RKG, you've grown a lot.
Come in there. Let's go.
Oh, you ain't coming yet. Okay, waiting.
Come in there. Hey!
That sounded like the artist, but that sounded like the artist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, hey.
Look how Amanda's pull out something ever.
Yeah, boy. Yeah. Dog, you know what songs I do that I don't even have, boss?
What?
Right?
What? I don't lose things.
Yeah, boy. Yeah.
All the fellas that passed through we doors over the years. I had things from Flippo. I had things from Flippo before Flippo was even Azaria.
Yeah, because Flippo was let me get a joke with Flippo, right? Let me get a joke with Flippo. Flippo. What was the big soca song again? What was the song? Tell me now.
Just give me a little wine. And before that,
right.
Before that,
yeah.
No, it's that one before that. Tell me or something. So
don't tell me now something like that. Right.
Yeah, that was it.
Right. I remember. Flippo came on our pavement like and sing that song, right? And watch out, cheer that is it. The song was new. It wasn't playing on radios yet. So he come and perform. And people stand up. He flip and sing on each song. People stand up there watch him. Ting. They ain't pay him no mind. Right, but boy, after that we started to play this song. We started to play that Flippo. And Flippo started to get some love. Then, next time when I see Flippo perform that song, the song is a monster, you know.
Yep.
The same song that people stand up and watch him so. And up a monster. And it just shows how very important support is. And talking about support, I want to big up Mr. Magic on the live. I want to big up DJ Junior from Boom Champions, boy. DJ Junior
is a man who's play people's song.
DJ Junior is one of the DJs over the years. Give me real love with
always love with
Boom Champions. Yeah, big up DJ Junior, boy. Yeah. For us, it was nice. We're looking to end the live now because we're gonna start the live next year, please God. You know what I mean? We're gonna start the live next year, please God. We'll stay connected on the Instagram and the WhatsApp and thing. You know, so I wanna take this time to wish everybody a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. And I feel as though it's just fitting that we end with the love, you know. Christmas is love from bass, so basically line up the tune. You know what I mean? We go end with the bass soca parang.
Word.
Yeah, man. Christmas is love. We need some more love in the industry, more love in the country, everywhere. Love. Oh.
Go on, Christmas is love. 2022.
Yeah, man. Love,
I wish all the best.
Bring the love. Oh boy, yeah man. Last Christmas we didn't know what to do. It was like a one-sided shoe, but then I get up and I realize and open my eyes, you see man blood and God does love. Yeah. So this Christmas on your behalf, yeah. It's only love, a handful of love, a teaspoon of love, a handful of love, a handful of love, a handful of love, a handful of love. Oh, Christmas is love. That's for the lover, for the lover, for the lover, take for the lover, take for the lover, box for the lover. Christmas is love, L-O-V-E. L-A. Christmas is love. L-O-V-E. Yeah, man. Hey, Christmas is love. L-O-V-E. L-O. Christmas is love. L-O-V-E. Where Shack there, RKG. The other day somebody get your man and you wanted to get done. But hey, you know what Shack boy? When we talking about, you see, they say is the best teacher, and there will always be one answer, and that is love, and full of love, and teach full of love, and full of love, and love, and love, and love. Oh boy, Christmas is love, and full of 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 love, and box full of love. Christmas is love, L-O-V-E. L-O. Christmas is love, L-O-V-E. Yeah, man. Christmas is love, L-O-V-E. L-O. Christmas is love, L-O-V-E. Hey, we say love, we say love, we say love, we say love, we say love for the Christmas. We say love, 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 we say love. Well, it's love for the children, love for the women, love for the men. Taking care of them, us. We do first. Everybody say it's love for the Christmas. Yeah, man, Christmas is love, man.
Whoa. I go parang by myself. I go parang by myself. I go parang by myself. Hey, hey. It's Christmas morning. She back up and she gone. She say you're lying. The message on my phone is something happening. She won't leave it alone. She think I'm horning. Now she have me in a zone. I go parang by myself. Hey, that is a sook. Hey, a lot of people don't want to sing that tune too, eh? A man message me today. That is a sook, a parang. A lot of people know that. You know what I mean?
Hey, Daddy, real tune for now when there's some pandemic time, but
yeah, boy, I go parang by yourself, yes? Parang by yourself, boy. You know what I mean, fellas? Yeah.
Parang with your Campari.
Nah, watch now. You know how long you Uma bottle of Campari? I hope I get it for Christmas, eh?
Next week, for sure. I get stuff next week.
Come by me and you're going and you're getting a bottle of that Punch of Creme that sponsored my live show Saturday, boy. Punch of
Nice. All right.
I tell 4 flavors. Pick a flavor, DM me, and I'll have it.
You're still in the east by the Congo there?
No, I in Aruka by the PBR.
Aruka. All right, cool.
Street. I about 5 houses away from the PBR in Convent Street by Lupino Junction.
All right, well, hit my pay number on the DM, right? And we go chat, bro.
Done deal.
All right? All the best.
All right.
Peace.
Come on. Respect, man.
Take it easy.
Respect, brothers. Yeah, man. Don't forget the new song we call Is a Must. Is a Must. I sent it for you there by Spaniard by.
I don't have that. I don't have that to my.
They sent it for me too, bro.
Oh, okay.
They sent it for me too, base.
And watch that. And look out for RKG Soca. All I'm saying, I'm coming with the iron. That is all I'm saying. I'm coming with the iron.
All right. Hard price.
Everybody, season's greetings. Merry Christmas. Keep safe out there, people.